of the field is the 2nd Squadron of the New Mexico Military Institute Corps of Cadets. The 2nd Squadron is also known as the Junior College Squadron, made up of all of the NMMI's Junior College Cadets. They are led by Squadron Commander Lieutenant Colonel Charlie Milton Hovland from Jenkins, Missouri. Hovland will lead them onto the field and present them to Colonel Tate. After forming up on the field and showing respect for the colors, the national anthem will be played by New Mexico Military Institute's Regimental Band. At that time, I want to ask everybody to please stand. Thank you. Please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello and welcome to Bronco Football on KSVPTV.com, and we want to welcome listeners on a radio broadcast from Tyler, Texas, and that is going to be local news radio, AM 600 KTBB. This is Kelly McDonald. I'm joined by Tim Fuller, and we're going to bring this, what should be a good contest between the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos and the Apaches from Tyler Junior College in Tyler, Texas. Tim, welcome. Good to have you aboard, sir.
Well, it's great to be here. It's 70 degrees outside. There's not a cloud in the sky. There's a little breeze. This is what we call football weather. We flip the calendar. It is October. It is great to be here. We have a great team tonight in Tyler going to be taking on our Broncos. The Broncos are not going to have it as easy tonight, Kelly. We can't come into this one predicting a Bronco blowout. The Broncos are going to have to play very well tonight.
They definitely are, because we've got the number 6 in the nation, Tyler Junior College Apaches, coming to town, and Tyler's coming off a victory. They're 3-1 on the season, and they're coming off an overtime victory over Northeast Oklahoma A&M. Previous to that, they beat Trinity 20-17, a couple of really close games. They blew out Georgia Military 52-28 in their second game, and they started off the season losing to Kilgore by a couple of touchdowns. And on the other side, Bronco football, they got off to a great start against St. George Eagles, a 75-17 victory. Then they lost a tough one at Snow College in Ephraim, Utah, 27-13. They followed that up with a 20-point win at Navarro College in Corsicana, Texas, 50-30. This team lost to Kilgore by a similar score, 48-23. And then last week it was a victory at Glenn College in Brenham, Texas. That was a close one as well, 17-14. So this one could be good. The Broncos have dropped out of the national rankings. As I said, Tyler Junior College is number 6. But our Broncos have dropped out of the rankings. So a victory here will be the first step in getting back into those rankings and becoming bowl eligible again.
Well, and you know Coach Kuafau's team, his team is going to come in tonight playing with a chip on their shoulder, because I think this is the first time in a very long time we're having this conversation that the Broncos are on the outside looking in. Getting to a bowl at this point is also something that's not necessarily guaranteed. It's something the Broncos, like we are now talking about, are on the outside looking in. So I'm excited to see how Coach is able to use this opportunity to really motivate his team. And so something I'll certainly be keeping a close eye on, Kelly, throughout this game is the body language of the Broncos, the enthusiasm. I'm excited to see how this different conversation will manifest itself on the field through the Broncos.
Well, and it's going to be an interesting game for the Broncos as well because of injuries, because they are down 2 of their top 3 receivers. They've got leading receiver, and when he went down, was leading the nation in touchdowns. That's Travion Beeman, likely out for the season. He's the number 1 guy, so we will not see Travion. Also going to be without the big tight end from Taos, New Mexico, Noah Armijo, who is out of this game as well. So it's really going to be up to those the next man up mentality and those backup receivers to see what they can do about keeping the passing game afloat, to have a balanced attack with the running game. And of course, that's going to fall on the shoulders of Kobe Muasau. And I didn't catch the toss there. Did you happen to notice?
I was looking at my notes.
Okay, that's all right. We're going to find out directly.
The Broncos are receiving.
Yeah, so
Andre Hall.
They likely won then and defer to the second half, so it will be the offense on the field first. So we'll get an answer to that question right off the bat. How is that going to play out with those backup receivers for the most part? Now they're still going to have a couple of receivers that they can go to, but it is going to have to be a next man up mentality, and we'll see how they respond.
Here we go.
I was watching the toss, and then you mentioned the Bronco offense, and I got to looking at my notes thinking about these players the Broncos are going to be missing and the results that these players have contributed. These are certainly contribution players. The Broncos tonight, like we've mentioned, they're a very pass-heavy team. Last game, on the season, they only averaged 95 rushing yards per game. So without these two receivers in Beeman and Armijo, there's going to have to be some pickups somewhere. Definitely a storyline we watched tonight.
All right, the kicker is going to be Carson Green, number 28. He is listed as a freshman running back, but he will be doing the kicking, and it will be returnable for Andre Hall. If he can get to it, he can't. So it's going to bounce at the one and into the end zone for the touchback. So no return to start off with, and we will have Kobe Muasau on the offense out on the field, and we will look and see which receivers go out there with him. You look at Diego Nunez, the Roswell native, Goddard High School former player. He's the redshirt freshman, so he probably is in the mix. I see Chris Harbin from Mobile, Alabama, big 6'6" target. So, like I said, they're just going to have to see who's going to step up in the absence of as I said, two of the top three receivers. Here's Muasau. He got spread formation. Now they're going to bring man in motion, and they'll start off running the ball. And it looks like it's going to be number 20, Joel Jones, for a minimal gain of 2. Drive is starting at the 25-yard line after the touchback on the kickoff. Here on this first possession of the game, Broncos are going to go quick. Going to stay in a similar formation, twins right and left, with one in the backfield with Muasau. Shotgun formation. This time we're going to look to the air. And he's going to go across the middle, and if he holds on to it, he can't. That is Andre Hall, who cannot hold on to the ball at the 35. And that would have been close to a first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Broncos.
We saw Muasau that time have time to work in the pocket. He was able to set his feet. He was able to go through his progressions. And I don't think Hall, the intended receiver, was his first read.
No, he definitely had to go through the progression there, but the pass protection was pretty decent, I thought. All right, here we go, 3rd and long, and now it's going to be 3rd and longer as the Broncos appeared to jump. So it is a false start on number 52, and that is Dominic Maiava from American Samoa, the big 6'3", 300-pound offensive lineman.
Left tackle.
Left tackle. All right, you see Kendall Jones now in the game as a receiver for the Broncos. So once again, not names we're used to calling a bunch, but names we may have to get used to. And now Muasau is flushed out. He's going to have to make a man miss. He won't be able to do it. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack for number 12, J.J. Okate.
Interesting dynamic there. It looked like Okati was spying Muasau. He's a linebacker. He wasn't blitzing, wasn't in coverage. We know Muasau has mobility. He was on Muasau's spy all the way.
All right, so it's going to be 4th down and about 14. And we've got a flag on this play as well. Punt just does get away, and fair catch at the Bronco 46. We'll see about the flag, however. And it looks like the Broncos, I didn't see the number of the punter.
47.
47.
Newton Gray. Okay,
so the kicker is still doing the punting duties for the Broncos. They've had injury bug has hit him in the kicking game as well, so they are going to get a chance to kick this one again, as the penalty was on Tyler. Still 4th and 9, however, but looking for a better kick here. And I'm not sure they're going to get it. A little about 5 yards better. So fielded at the 48 by number 17. That is Jermone Bowser, sophomore wide receiver from Tyler, Texas. not just a college, the hometown boy doing well there. And that will bring the Tyler offense to the field behind number 4, Jaden Pete. Good numbers on the season. And they're going to start off in a tight end heavy formation here. One receiver to each side with single back and multiple tight ends. They're going to run, and the Broncos stuffed that pretty well. It's going to be a 3-yard gain up to the 45 of the Broncos. 13:20 left here in the first quarter. We have no score from the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico. And here's Jaden Pete. Going to fake the handoff this time and take a shot down the field. Got a step on his man. If he can hold on to it, he does. And what a throw, and an even better catch by Trey Taylor, number 5. And that was, I'm going to say, a 45-yard touchdown strike, and a beautiful ball, beautiful catch. And Tyler, with the big hitter, scores first. They lead 6-0. Extra point yet to come here. Carson Green up and good. So Tyler 7, New Mexico Military 0. We're here with 13 minutes still left in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break for about 30 seconds and want to once again welcome our viewers from local news radio, AM 600 KTBB, and of course KSVPTV.com. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl, where the Tyler Junior College Apaches have taken a 7-0 lead on the home team, the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos. 13 minutes exactly remaining here in the first quarter. They get the 3-and-out on defense, and then the Apaches, and that will be out of the end zone. Second kickoff out of the end zone, so the Broncos will start at their own 25 once again. So they do get the 3-and-out on defense and then score on their second play, right? Was that just the second offensive play? They went down the field and with the big hitter.
Yeah, Trey Taylor there, the intended receiver. He averages over 100 yards per game. So Trey Taylor has, like we said, out of Shreveport, Louisiana, he has most certainly carried a lot of the receiving load for the Apaches.
All right, here we go with Muasau. They go a tighter formation here, and it looks like they're going to roll out and throw the little quick pass to number 87. That's Manuel Gomez from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Another big tight end target, but he can't handle the pass. I'm going to call that one a drop, wouldn't you?
Yeah, this is where we see the absence of Noah Aramijo, the starting tight end for the Broncos, coming back to hurt us potentially.
All right, 2nd and 10 on the incompletion. This time 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, and they'll try to run again, and decent run this time. And I think that's going to be Joel Jones, but we'll verify that. It is Jones, and so the Broncos will go quick here on a 3rd and about 2. Muasau looks to throw, and he throws the out that is intercepted.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. All right. That's dangerous out route there as it was nearly picked off. And it looks like the punting team is going to be back on the field for the Lobos. And the Broncos.
The intended receiver, Chris Harbin, 6'6", 205 from Mobile, Alabama. Just a quick out route. Muasau was unable to find him. Great defense there by the Apaches. And 2 drives, 2 3-and-outs for the Broncos.
Yeah, this might be an opportunity to go for it here with the fake punt or
Tyler takes their first time out.
Just a
30 seconds in length.
just a two yards to gain there. I think we're going to take a quick timeout too, as Tyler has called their first timeout of the half. So another 30-second break here on local news radio, AM 600 KTBB and KSVPTV.com. We'll be right back.
Of all the flowers in the world, pansies get a bad rap. Hi, this is Jim Gill with Roswell Seed Company. The name pansies sound delicate and weak, but in reality, pansies are bold and beautiful. When the frost has killed all the other flowers, pansies start blooming, and they'll bloom all winter long, which is why you should come see us at Roswell Seed. We have a greenhouse full of colorful pansies ready to brighten up the coldest winter day. So come get your pansies, and remember, if someone calls you a pansy, take it as a compliment.
All right, welcome back to Wool Bowl. 4th and 2 for the Broncos, and it will be another punt and fair catch made at the 40-yard line of, we've got a late flag, and it's going to have to be some kind of unsportsmanlike situation. We'll see who that's on. I have a feeling this one's going 15 yards in one direction or the other.
A 25-yard punt there by Newton Grain, a storyline for the Broncos, focusing on all three facets of the game.
The kick, personal foul, illegal blindside block, number 44, receiving team. 15-yard penalty from the end of the kick, first down.
All right, so they get the illegal blindside block on Tyler, so that is going to cost them 15 yards of field position, so they will start from the 25, so break for the Broncos there. But this defense is going to have to be wary of that home run ball there, because that was a beautiful route, tremendous speed by Taylor, and just a perfect pass from Pete. So here we go. Here's Jaden Pete in the shotgun. Going to hand it off here, and with room, and he's got one man to beat. Can't quite do it, but nice run from Logan Johnson from Texarkana, Texas, as he takes the ball all the way out past the 45, a 21-yard carry on first down. And now Tyler's going fast. Going to go with a quick pass to the sideline and a 4-yard gain for number 3. That is Mike Ray.
We've noticed great diversity tonight in the Apache offense, running, throwing. It seems like the Broncos haven't quite been able to really force the Apaches into one dimension. But one thing I like to see is the difference of pace in the Apaches.
Yeah, they want to go quick here, and that's something the Broncos do as well. So we could get a lot of plays in this afternoon. Here's a screen out to Rice, and Rice up the sideline near a first down. Looks like he will have it. Well, maybe not. Maybe a yard short. Let's see where they're going to mark it. Going to mark it at the 45-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 from the Bronco 45. As Tyler moving the ball at will right now. 11 minutes, 20 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Here's Pete back, and he's in trouble but gets away. And now a quick pass to the sideline will get the first down. That's a completion to Trey Taylor. And he will pick up 5 and get the first down.
And I've been surprised. We saw the Apaches on the very first play of the drive rush for 21. They haven't gone back to that. They've been going with some quick passes following the explosive 21-yard run they had to begin the drive.
Yeah, they're definitely a passing team. Their third leading rusher is quarterback Jaden Pete. As he's going to roll out here on first down, and a quick pass for about 7. Completion made to Josh Thomas. As we get a audio problem in the stadium here.
The official mic is the word from producer Tanner. Thank you for that. Had us all dazed and confused there, Kelly.
It did. I didn't know what was going on there. All right, brings up a second down, and all day for Pete, and that ball is deflected and intercepted. So the Broncos catch a break and a chance for a return here for number 32. And that is Churchill Williams, has become a leader on this defense this year. And great job getting a hand on it. And I think that was number 14, Preston Saoli, the linebacker. that got a hand on it, and then the ball's up in the air for Churchill Williams to pick it off. So first turnover of the game goes in the Broncos' favor, and now a chance to tie this game up as they start with pretty decent field position at their own 42-yard line with just over 10 minutes left here in the first quarter. Here's Muasau. Regular shotgun formation. They bring motion. And interesting little screenplay there, and it is going to be Andre Hall with a nice gain on the completion by Muasau. Muasau really had to work to get that ball to Andre Hall, but worked out. Now they're going to go trips right as the Broncos try to go quick. They do. Handoff up the middle. This is Jones, and Jones is going to pick up 4, maybe 5. Will depend on the spot. But this is what the Broncos want to do, right, Tim?
They're going quick. It's great that they are finally getting some moving here after 2 tries.
Oh, and now they're going to take a shot down the field. Got a man open. If he can get in the ball, he does. And what a catch from Hall. Muasau led him perfectly to the sideline, and Hall getting away from the defender makes the catch inside the 20. It's going to be 1st and 10 there.
That's going to be good for 29. The Broncos quickly up to the ball, no matter the size of margin of the game.
And they'll go with Jones up the middle again, and not much there. He'll pick up 2 to about the 15-yard line, and they will continue to go quick as the offensive players get to their positions very quickly. As soon as the ball is put down, they are pretty much ready to snap. Now he's going to look over to the sideline. Muasau making sure they still want to stay with that play. Play being signaled in. And they're going to look for the fade. Oh, and the one-handed grab just couldn't quite haul it in. That was Kendall Jones, the freshman from Brandon, Florida, trying to make the one-handed grab on the fade to the corner.
Well, nervous there. There is double coverage. Number 27 for the Apaches, Keelan Elder out of San Antonio, the corner on the coverage.
Yeah, dangerous ball, but nearly made on the catch. Let's see. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 here, and Muasau taking a little more time as he corrects a lineman before he's ready to snap. Now they're ready to go. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off inside, and Jones away from the first tackler, but not much there. Just back to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 4th and 8 at the 15, so I'm thinking the kicking unit's coming out. And here comes Joseph Newton-Grain from Oxfordshire, England.
So the Broncos, interesting decision there to run the football after having thrown and thrown. Great success on the air. 3rd and 8, they decide to run the football.
Yeah, that was. I thought that was interesting too. So 32-yard attempt for Newton-Grain, up close to the left upright, but that play may not have happened. Let's see, it's saying offside. See if they take points off the board here if they just keep the field goal.
On the defense, that penalty's declined.
So they will decline the penalty, and that will be 3 points for the Broncos. So with 7:53 remaining here, it is Tyler 7 and New Mexico Military 3. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back momentarily for more Bronco baseball. And we want to, of course, acknowledge our listeners. I think I said viewers last time, but listeners from local news radio AM 600, KTBB in Tyler, Texas, and of course KSVPTV.com. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
September is National Peripheral Artery Disease Awareness Month. Peripheral artery disease, also known as PAD, is a condition that impacts more than 8 million Americans. PAD is caused by the buildup of plaque in the arteries, which then reduces blood flow from the heart to the arms or legs. When undetected, PAD can lead to heart disease, stroke, or even amputation. The good news is that PAD is preventable and treatable. Learn more about the risk factors and symptoms at artesiageneral.com/PAD awareness.
Bob Reed Pest.
All right, welcome back to Bronco football, not baseball, here on KSVPTV.com. AM 600 KTBB in Tyler, Texas. It's Tyler 7 and New Mexico Military 3 here from the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico. 7:53 remains here in the first quarter. And the kickoff to the 2-yard line will be returned out past the 25, past the 30, and out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him the 37. So decent run back by Tyler, and they will get that potent offense back on the field.
Opting to go up the right side, return man number 11, Gabe Adams. Great kick by Newton Grain. He is kicking against a little bit of a breeze, but up the right side went Adams, and it gives the Apaches tremendous field position at the at their own 37.
All right, Jaden Pete in the shotgun. He's got receivers to his left, and now they motion the back out that way as well, and they're going to hand the ball a little forward pass, and a great job by number 10. That's Josh Thomas. And they list him as a quarterback, but doing some running here. Josh Thomas from Longview, Texas.
Well, we saw Thomas run with his shoulder down that time, and he wasn't looking to go sideways on anybody. He was looking to run through people, and that time he got through the Broncos safety.
Ball on the 49-yard line of the Broncos. Be 1st and 10. And here is Pete from the shotgun. He's going to look up the middle and now roll out to the right, and now he's going to take off. He's got a little room, and he'll have first down yardage depending on the spot. They're going to spot him about a yard short, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 1 from the 40. But you can see there why Pete is their third leading rusher. That was not a design run at all. He was looking to throw it, but he's certainly capable of picking up yards with his feet.
It's the versatility that makes Tyler such a difficult team to defend. They throw the ball well, they run the ball well. Like you mentioned, Pete has the ability to get out of the pocket.
All right, 2 backs back with Pete this time, and they're going to run it up the middle, and good job by the Broncos. Minimal gain there, but only needed 1. They got 2, and it'll be a first down at the 39-yard line. And now a timeout called.
There's an injured Bronco on the 40-yard line.
All right, we will just stay right here and talk about schedule a little bit. So obviously today against Tyler for the Broncos. Next week they will have another home matchup against Cisco College. That will be at 3 o'clock next Saturday. After that, they go on the road to Miami, Oklahoma to face Northeastern Oklahoma A&M College, followed by Trinity Valley Community College. That will be another home game in the Wool Bowl on the 28th. That one will have a 2 p.m. start time. And then the final regular season game will be against Gordon's Fine Arts and Sports Academy, and that one will also be at home, a 2 p.m. start for that one on November the 4th, and then hopefully some kind of postseason, as all these teams are always looking for a little postseason action. Tyler, and I'll need that page in front of me. They will next face off against Blinn College, and that will be Tyler's homecoming on the 14th, a 3 p.m. starting time. These times will all be central. The week after that, they go on the road to Cisco, Texas to play Cisco College. They'll be on the road at Kilgore for their homecoming on the 28th, and then they finish the regular season on November 4th against Navarro College. That'll be a home game for Tyler. And the injured Bronco appears to be number 18. That's going to be Joshua Washington, the defensive lineman from Sterling Heights, Michigan. Off on his own power, but not very quickly.
And as you mentioned, those schedules, both teams having much to play for here with bowl games and rankings accessible to both teams.
Yeah, Broncos really trying to become bowl eligible. They need this game in order to do it. And they're going to have a nice defensive stop there against the run on second down.
Number 23 there, Rylan Maui, is an outside linebacker. He is playing a stand-up defensive end tonight for the Broncos, and he was coming off making that tackle.
All right, just under 6 minutes now in the first quarter. Oh, and here's a reverse field, but a great job by the Broncos. Are going to get a big loss on this play. Loss of 8 should be if the spot remains where the official's standing. So nice job by the Broncos. They sniffed out that play. It's supposed to go the other way. Back tried to reverse field. It's going to bring up a 3rd and what are we going to call this? 18. 3rd and 18. The ball all the way back out to the 46-yard line. So Jaden Pete almost for sure going to throw here, but that's what I would have thought about the Broncos on their 3rd and long on the last possession.
Hard count, the Broncos stay home, not moving off sides. 7 seconds on the play clock. Let's see if they get a timeout here or snap it.
Yeah, they're going to go. And looking across the wide open receiver right in the middle of the field and first down yardage. But the ball's out and the Broncos are on it again. So a nice job stripping the ball out. That was number 38, Alex Pope, who was able to strip that ball away. And for the second consecutive drive, the Broncos able to get a turnover against this offense.
Mekhi Rice, the receiver there for the Apaches. Like you mentioned, Kelly, he's wide open there in the middle of the field. He makes the catch. He's able to move through the first down marker and beyond. He's fighting for those extra yards, and in that fight for the extra yards is when the ball pops loose. That's back-to-back drives for the Apaches now that have resulted in turnovers.
All right, so Muasau on the offense, back on the field, and a rare time under center here for Muasau as they run the reverse out here to Hall, and let's see if he can pick up a few yards. He's going to pick up maybe 3. Can he get the ball out to the 27-yard line?
And while we haven't been seeing huge gains for the Broncos on the ground, they're going to stay consistent with that in hopes of popping one later down in the game or potentially setting up play action.
And it's going to be a screen that Muasau sails over the head of Manuel Gomez, and that's tough to do. Manuel Gomez, the 6'6", 255-pound tight end from Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's really got to be high if he can't go up and get it.
Well, and it was. You'd like to give Muasau the benefit of the doubt and say it got caught in the wind as I observed the flag. Maybe you can make the case. Maybe it got airmailed nonetheless.
Yeah, he sailed it. Just got away from him, and it happens, but it is going to bring up a 3rd and relatively long here. They're going to say 3rd and 7. Muasau looks to his right and across the middle, and this time the catch is made because the pass is right on the money, and that is Manuel Gomez with the big completion out to the 44.
Just a simple slant route. Muasau completes it. Good yardage and a first down.
All right, now Muasau back. He's looking to his left. He's got the same receiver in a different spot and a late flag. Let's see what's going on with that. It was another completion by Gomez on a nice pass from Muasau, and let's see what the white hat has to say.
Pass interference, number 83, offense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
All right, so that's going to be an offensive pass interference on number 83, Chris Harbin. And so that hurts because that's essentially a 30-yard penalty because that is from the previous spot, 15-yard penalty, and they had gained about 15 on the play. So instead of first down inside of Tyler territory, it's going to be second down and, boy, what are we going to say here? 21?
Something like that.
25.
20.
First and 25 all the way back at the 29-yard line. And now Muasau across the middle, and it is Andre Hall with the reception, and that is exactly what you need on first and 25 is a quick 15-yard pickup, actually 17 nearly, as they'll have to move the okay, so they're going to say the ball at the 46-yard line. Muasau with 3 receivers to the left. Second and 9 all day, and now he may just have to take off. He slings it towards the sideline, and they're going to say out of bounds or perhaps ball on the ground. No, it looks like he was just out of bounds. That's number 84, Kendall Jones, who makes the catch but couldn't get a foot down.
Jones just running a comeback route on the right side. He's the only receiver on that side. He goes up approximately 10 yards or so, 12 yards. Plants one foot in the ground, goes back to the sideline. He was the only receiver, like we said, on the right side of the football for the Broncos. Muasau's only intended target that way. He was the only guy when Muasau was rolling that way that he could have thrown it to.
All right, so it brings up 3rd and 8. Certainly manageable after starting off 1st and 25. Here's Muasau, and now he's off target again as he tries to get the ball out late to Gomez, and I'm not sure Gomez had anywhere to go even if he makes that catch, but ball really not catchable. And the kicker turned punter, Joseph Newton-Grain, will be back to punt for the Broncos for the 3rd time already in this game. We have a 7-3 score here, still in the first quarter. 3:16 remains, and Tyler about to get the ball back, and not a good kick at all for Newton-Grain. It does take a Bronco bounce, and he's going to make it. It's going to make it into a decent punt, but that was almost disastrous for the Broncos. All right, so that will give Tyler the ball at their own 23-yard line. We're going to take a break once again. We're going to go about a 30-second break here on local news radio AM 600 KTBB in Tyler, Texas, and KSVPTV.com and Bronco football. We'll be right back.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from 44, serving all of southeast New Mexico. Bob Reed Pest Control.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl as the Tyler Junior College Apaches, already with a 7-3 lead, have come out slinging it here after the punt, and they have consecutive first down gains to get inside Bronco territory. They're already down to the 43-yard line after a 20-yard completion and a 10-yard completion. Here's Jaden Pete. He's going to hand the ball off this time, and a little room down the sideline is number 0, and that is Lavarian Logan, freshman out of Hobart, Indiana, one of the few non-Texans on this Apache roster.
That's a pickup of 15 on this drive. 3 plays already. We've seen chunk plays for the Apache, 2 through the air and 1 on the ground. They are currently getting chunk plays on the Broncos.
Yeah, 45 yards on the last 3 plays, and now another running play. Broncos do a better job here, limiting the gain to only 3, but still positive yardage. That's number 21, Logan Johnson, on the carry. Texarkana, Texas.
Coming around the left side, he makes 1 Bronco miss there in the middle, and then it takes another 2 Broncos around the outside to wrap him up.
All right, so now getting a little extra instruction here is Jaden Pete. They are lined up but not set, I should say. He's going to go with the 2 backs this time. 2 receivers to the right. Now they send a back in motion to the right. And bad snap, and Pete's just going to take off with it. He's going to gain 1 as he decided just to kind of bail on that play.
A busted play there. Pete decides to pick up the snap. That was bobbled initially. The snap was high, bobbled it down, picks it up, runs to his left. It initially looked like it could have been a speed option play. That's the way the line made it look like they were blocking, but the lack of, Pete got a few steps behind on the bad snap, and that's why it only results in 1.
All right, brings up 3rd down. Pete fakes the handoff, and now he's looking for someone to throw to. Thought we might get a hold on that one as Pete takes off, and he'll have first down yardage as he is forced out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
He needs 6. He picks up 8. The play, nobody open downfield. Some aggressive blocking there by the linemen, like Kelly said, but Pete is able to tuck the ball and run and pick up a first down. Almost a quarter into the ball game, and the Broncos still not spying Pete. Interesting defensive call.
All right, Pete again looking to throw. Nobody open. He'll take off again, and he's got room and he's got blockers. And a chance to score, but they're going to get him down at the 5-yard line. So that just shows you the dual threat of abilities of Jaden Pete. These are not organized runs for Pete, but he is probably the leading rusher for the team in the game.
We see the Apaches just gashing the Broncos on this possession. Big plays through the air, through the ground. The Broncos going to have this pause between quarters to figure things out.
All right, so after 1 quarter of play, it is Tyler Junior College 7 and New Mexico Military Institute 3. We're going to take a 1-minute break here and be back for second quarter action here from the Wool Bowl. You're listening to Local News Radio AM 600 KTBB in Tyler, Texas, and watching on KSVPTV.com. We'll be right back.
Calichi's is ready to bring you the coolest dessert in the desert. Desert Ice, a 100% fat-free and dairy-free premium fruit ice that's made daily. Whether in the desert on a cone, a cup, or as a mix-it, Desert Ice is the perfect treat to cool you down when things get hot. Available in fruitastic flavors like mango, strawberry, lemon, and orange. Try it alone, in a cone, or take it to the party zone and mix it in with any Calichi's flavor. Turns out the desert can be a pretty cool place. Get to Calichi's on North Main in Roswell, Roswell's newest spot to chill out.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl. We are ready for second quarter actions as Tyler Junior College threatening to score here again. They're on the 5-yard line of the Broncos, but there's going to be a huge sack made by number 30. That is Samson Olafaipo from Las Vegas, Nevada, the freshman, getting deep in the backfield and taking Pete down for a big loss. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 15.
Coming off the right edge like a heat-sinking missile, and that time he found his target. Pete was unable to avoid that one, puts him back into unfamiliar territory, 2nd and long.
All right, so Jaden Pete alone in the backfield. They're going to throw it out to the left-hand side, and nicely played by the Broncos again as they're all over that quick screen. And I believe that is Churchill Williams with the tackle.
Tavian Cord was the intended receiver that time for the Apaches. Cord is 6 feet 1 inches tall, 195 pounds, stemming from the panhandle of Amarillo. No, I misread that, excuse me. Far from the panhandle, he stems from Austin, Texas. I think 2 Texas cities that are probably nothing alike in Austin and Amarillo.
Yeah, very little similarities there. All right, that was actually a tackle for loss on that completed pass, so it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 16. And now we got a halfback pass, but no one to pass to. And that is number 10, Josh Thomas, who's actually listed as a quarterback but has played running back in this game. He was looking to throw, but nobody open. Good job by the defensive secondary for the Broncos. It's going to bring up 4th down and goal from the 9-yard line. And it will be a field goal attempt for Tyler. And it's number 28, Carson Green. Here's the snap. It's good. The hold is good. The kick is good. So Tyler gets on the board again as they get the field goal with 13:01 left here in the first quarter. They take a 10-3 lead over New Mexico Military. So Carson Green, not listed as a kicker for Tyler Junior College, has done a good job with kickoffs and the extra point and the field goal there.
I was going to mention the pass there that the Apaches were going for. Josh Thomas taking the ball on an end around. It looked like he had the option to run the ball, but he, as you mentioned, geared up to throw it. He didn't have an intended receiver down the field to which he could throw it for, but the way that pass worked is through the jet sweep from Pete to Thomas. Very interesting play. We see questionable 3rd down calls, Kelly, when on this same south end zone we thought the Broncos maybe on 3rd and 8 should have thrown the ball. Here we see the Apaches running with a gadget play on a 3rd down. Similar situation, same end zone. Some 3rd down, you don't want to say bailouts because the defense has certainly done their job, but perhaps the offensive coordinator is seeing something we're not.
Well, I actually like that play call a little bit better. I mean, that's still a pass, and I don't mind a gadget play there. But you've got a backup quarterback as your running back, and here is a pooch kick that they're going to fair catch, and that's a smart thing to do on that at the 32. And that's number 43, Damon Mayberry, the linebacker. So good job calling for that fair catch, as it eliminates the chance for, reduces the chances for a turnover on that little pop-up kick. Results in decent field position. The Broncos will start at their 32-yard line, down a touchdown with 13:01 remaining here in the second quarter from the Wool Bowl on a gorgeous fall day here in southeast New Mexico. And here's Kobe Muasau. He's got 3 receivers out to his left, 1 out to the right, and a back standing next to him. This spread formation. They're going to run out of it, and a nice first down run for Joel Jones is going to pick up about 9.
I think they're going to mark Joel a yard short. Broncos up quick to the line.
And similar formation and another running play, and Jones will have the first down. He'll get, looks like they're going to give him 6, so this is the best the Broncos have looked in the running game so far this afternoon, and they are quick to the line again. Muasau looking to throw, and he's going to take a shot down the field, and that's offensive pass interference. We'll see if that's what they call.
The intended receiver that time, and with the catch, Chris Harbin, and defending for the Apaches, number 15, Javius Lyons.
So they're going to call face mask, personal foul face mask, and that's probably the right call. I mean, I guess they use the face mask to interfere offensively to keep the defender away. That's not one you see every day right there.
Well, the offensive face mask, certainly a very rare call, but I think in this case it's very much so warranted, as Harbin is just running a streak route. He's just running straight down the field. Muasau finds him, but Harbin is pushing away from the defender, had his hands up in the grill.
All right, so that's going to bring up another 1st and 25. They faced one of these in their last possession as well, and now Muasau in trouble. He's going to reverse field, look downfield, now take off, and he can run it as well. He gets hit hard at the 44-yard line after a pickup of about 6.
It looked like Muasau was considering sliding, and you could almost question a late hit being thrown. Muasau went into his motion to slide, but seemed like he kind of hesitated a little bit. That's when the defender came down on him, took that big shot that you said.
Yeah, and I like the no call there, because he did, in my opinion, start the slide too late if he was going to slide. And now they're going to run the ball on 2nd long, and it's going to be effective as Jones is able to get out to the 47 of Tyler Junior College, I should say. It's going to bring up a 3rd and much more manageable 5. Let's see if they can get out of this 1st and 25 situation. They're going to go with the pass, and they are, as the completion will be made to Chris Harbin, who was the guy who got him in that tough down distance in the first place, helps him get out of it. First down for the Broncos at the 38, and they're going quick again. 2 receivers to the right. They're going to run the ball. They've had success running it. Here's Jones. He's going to have another good first down run. Still pushing forward. He's going to wind up with 8 yards on this.
It's momentum for Jones. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage, but he continues to barrel his way forward. That time good for 8.
Quick to the line again. Muasau barks at his center, but no snap, and now they get the signal from the Yellow Pennies, the backup quarterbacks on the sideline, signaling in the plays. Going to run it to Jones again, and first down for the Broncos at or inside the 20-yard line. So a red zone first down, and an injured Tyler player on the field will prompt a timeout.
Well, I saw – oh, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I think let's go ahead and take a break here, partner. So we will take a 30-second timeout here on Local News Radio AM 600 KTBB in Tyler, Texas, and KSVPTV.com. Be right back.
Dion's is proud to be a part of the Roswell community and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by Dion's in their beautiful restaurant at 1350 South Main Street in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town. Or visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or for a super fast pickup. That's Dion's.com to see the full menu and order ahead. Thanks, Roswell, for letting Dion's celebrate the community they love. Dion's, where great food and good people meet.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl. The injured player for Tyler is number 5, Trey Taylor, who had the only touchdown of the game so far. So that's that would be a tough loss for Tyler if he cannot return to the game. He is off the field on his own power, no noticeable limp or anything, but he went down pretty hard and stayed down. So here's the Broncos running the ball yet again. And on first down, this time just 3 yards for Joel Jones. And the Broncos will send receivers out to the right, triples. 1 receiver to the left. Potential for single coverage over there. Muasau and Jones in the backfield. And now they bring Hall, but they hand the ball to Jones, and this time Tyler's waiting for him at the line of scrimmage, and even with forward progress, let's see where the spot is.
Gobbled up that time by Zion Finoa and number 30 as well, Sam Fongang out of Mansfield, Texas. So 2 Apaches right there quickly on the stop, giving Jones nowhere to go.
Yeah, loss of 3. I thought he got back to the line of scrimmage, but they spot the ball -3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Muasau across the middle, and tough catch in a small window down near the goal line. That is number 84, Kendall Jones, with the catch. And I'll tell you what, talk about threading the needle. Muasau put that ball in a tiny window, and now Jones will punch it in from 1 yard out for the Bronco touchdown. And pending the extra point, we're going to have a tie ball game here with 8:41 remaining in the second quarter. Right now it's Tyler 10 and Broncos 9, with Joseph Newton-Grain out to attempt the extra point to tie the game. So the turnovers have really hurt Tyler.
2 turnovers tonight so far for the Apaches, and the Broncos being able to convert both drives into points.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So Jones with the 1 yard touchdown ties the game. We're going to take a break for 30 seconds on Local News Radio, AM 600, KTBB in Tyler, Texas. Thanks for joining us on KSVPTV.com. We'll be right back.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right, we are back in the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico. Kelly McDonald here with you, along with my partner, and that is Tim Fuller. And we've got a good one here as New Mexico Military has tied the game 10-10. 8:41 remains in the second quarter. And now Joseph Newton-Grain will kick off to Tyler, as 2 turnovers have hurt the Apache team considerably, as they are moving the ball and turn it over twice. And as you said, partner, both those resulted in scores. And now that will be run out of the end zone and only out to the 16. on the tackle made by Alex Pope, and a good job on special teams for the Broncos, and this will be the worst starting field position of the afternoon for Tyler.
On the return there for the Apache, number 11, Gabe Adams, 5'11", 195, out of Longview, Texas. He caught that ball on the 1 or 2 yard line. Great kick there by Newton Grain. The momentum of Adams took him into the end zone, but he did not catch the ball in the end zone, but is that weird predicament where you can't fair catch it, you can't knee it, going back into the end zone.
All right, so they're going to start on the ground is Tyler, and that is going to be Lavarian Logan with a minimal gain on first down. They're going to give him about 3, maybe 2.5.
8.5 minutes left, tied at 10, like you said, partner, from the wobble. The wind having picked up considerably, blowing south to north here in Roswell into the face of the Apache.
All right, here's Jaden Pete from the shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff and go across the middle this time, and a little contact there. Yeah, I thought that should have been pass interference, and it looks like it will be.
Gabe Adams, the return man, also the intended receiver on the play. 3 Broncos around him, including linebacker Damon Mayberry. However, too handsy, as we saw there, resulting in an Apache first down.
Yeah, it just seemed like Mayberry just kind of gave him a two-handed shove before the ball arrived, and I thought it was a pretty easy call. Flag came a little late, maybe had a little trouble getting it out of his pocket, but seemed like an obvious call. I make the right call in my opinion, and first down Tyler. And here they come, and it's going to be on the ground. Don't see the number yet, but it's going to be a good first down carry for Tyler. And it looks like it's going to be number 21, Logan Johnson. And he gets the ball out to the 38-yard line. And it will be second down. All right.
Second down and 2. Broncos going to counter this short yardage situation with a 3-man front.
All right, we have been misidentifying due to a bad roster, the kicker for Tyler, and I will correct that for you momentarily. So thanks to our producer, Gene Dow.
Second down and 2, the intended receiver, Mike Ray. He's the far wide receiver on the left side. The pass is going to fall incomplete. He limps off the field. The Broncos now bringing in 4 players, trying to rush him in quickly.
All right, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3, and now the officials say we're ready to go. Here's Pete. He's going to hand the ball off and tackled in the backfield. If they can keep him down, they do. Ike Lee unable to get away from the Bronco defenders. It's going to be a loss on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down and about 3. Boy, they gave him a lot of progress there, but still going to bring up 4th down, and it will be a punting situation for Tyler.
Well, we're seeing the Bronco defense come alive, having recently forced 2 turnovers there in the first quarter and now forcing Tyler into this punting situation. The Bronco defense coming alive.
Colin Randall, the punter for Tyler, gets off not a great kick at all. It's going to go out of bounds at the 35, so we're going to have decent starting field position for the Broncos. 6:42 remains here in the second quarter and a tie ball game, 10-10. And we'll see if the Broncos can keep the momentum. That's really their first stop of the ball game. I mean, they had the 2 turnovers, but as far as just getting the offense off the field in the traditional way, that's the first time they've done it, first time we've seen the Tyler punter.
And they did so in a very, you could use the term non-stressful. We didn't see very many big plays there from the Apaches. It wasn't big penalties that brought them back. It was, like you mentioned, a very traditional, very solid defensive stand.
All right, here's Muasau with the tight formation. They're going to keep it on the grounds where they found success. And Jones just runs over a defender, and now he's down the sideline. Jones is going to be forced out of bounds near the 30, but a huge gain on first down.
35 yards there.
Yeah, 35. I was doing the math in my head there. 35-yard gain for Jones. And the Broncos have found something in the running game here.
He just starts straight up the middle, bounces off of a would-be tackler, and finds his way up the left side. Good for 35 and a Bronco first down.
All right, here's Muasau. This time he's going to fake the handoff, and now he's in trouble, going to throw to the sidelines and off target as he was pressured. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10, so they try to use the effective running game as the fake there, and nobody came open as Muasau under pressure makes a bad throw. So
Andre Hall, the intended receiver for the Broncos, we're seeing Muasau throw that up the line a little more than he should.
All right, 2nd and 10, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball at the 30-yard line of Tyler. Kobe Muasau of the Broncos takes the snap from the shotgun formation. Now he can take off if he wants to. Instead, he fires over the middle, and is that Hall? It is. Hall with the 11-yard reception. First down in the red zone now for the Broncos, who go to the line quick. 1st and 10 at the 19. Muasau makes sure everybody's set. Now they're just going to hand the ball to Jones, and this has worked, and Jones is free. Runs over a man and maybe to the end zone. They're going to say just short, but Jones, Joel Jones, boy, I have not seen this from him this year. He is running people over on this drive. 1st and goal at the 1, and I'm thinking Jones is going to get another chance. He does. Touchdown Broncos. And New Mexico Military takes a 16-0 lead as the kicking team comes on to try to get the extra point. So consecutive 1-yard touchdowns for Joel Jones. But I'll tell you what, how impressive have those long runs for Jones been? And now a late flag. Let's see.
Correction, 16-10, and as you were talking, there's a scuffle going on there in the north end zone. We are seeing some things of note, getting very physical, and Jones has done a great job setting the tempo. Kelly, you did a great job observing. That was the storyline of the drive, and I don't think there's enough that I can say about that. Just the way that Jones' physicality really set the tone for the drive. But we're seeing the Broncos now go on a little bit of a run. At first it was 7-3 when the Broncos got on the board. Now,
after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 51, NMMI. That's his first in the game towards disqualification. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
All right, so the penalty is unsportsmanlike on Faiave for New Mexico Military. Anthony Faiave, he's an offensive lineman, so that's his first towards ejection, so he needs to be careful if he gets back out, and the penalty will be enforced on the kickoff, as the white hat tells us. The extra point, however, is up and good, so a 17-10 lead now. Sorry if now we're going to have it again as flags go flying. And we'll see if this is on the Broncos again or if this one's going to go against Tyler. Let's see.
Well, Joseph Newton-Grain, the kicker for the Broncos, ends up on his back, something that you rarely see in a field goal. So here comes the call.
The extra point is good. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 99 of Tyler. That's his first of the game towards disqualification. That penalty will also be enforced on the kickoff.
All right, so as you can tell from the official there, that is unsportsmanlike on Tonga Lolahea, defensive lineman from Euless, Texas. So that's his first towards disqualification. So what I'm thinking is that we're not going to have any kind of 15-yard penalties because each team has one that will be assessed on the kickoff. So we're just going to kick from the normal 30-yard line, 35-yard line.
That's going to be very difficult for the Apaches because they're going to get 15 yards, pushing the Broncos back to kick on the 20 and give them really, really good field position. But after that silly play on the field goal, on the point after try, it's going to, like you said, neutralize the Broncos. So now they're kicking on their 35 regular position. It's not going to give the Apaches that great field position that they were expecting.
Well, and that they needed because they just have 5 minutes and 22 seconds remaining before halftime. Now they will be kicking off to start the second half as well. So a stop here by the Broncos can really keep the momentum. This is a deep kickoff over the head and into the end zone for the touchback. So the Broncos with all the momentum right now, they get consecutive 1-yard touchdowns from Joel Jones, and Jones dominating that second drive especially. And it has given the Broncos a 17-10 lead here. And as I said, 5:22 remains before halftime. It's been a good one here, and the much higher ranked Tyler Apaches got to be a little bit concerned right now as they are behind on the road to New Mexico Military.
Plenty of football left to play, but like you mentioned, it's trends. NMMI right now dominating physically. That's the big trend we see that Apache should be concerned about.
All right, here's Peyton handing the ball off, and up the middle, decent gain on first down. Is going to get about 4 yards for number 21, Logan Johnson, as the clock will run here.
So enough of those, and the storyline is going to be Tyler playing physical as the Institute.
Oh, and there's a tough snap, and the Broncos will be able to take advantage of that and get a 1 yard loss for Jaden Pete. And we've had a little bit of trouble from both centers. We've had some tough snaps on both sides, and this one could really hurt Tyler. They really need a first down here. They don't want to give the ball back to the Broncos with time to score again before halftime, because as I said, the Broncos will have the ball first in the second half. All right, so here is Pete in the shotgun on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, and he's just going to throw it up to a covered man downfield, and there's going to be an obvious pass interference. I have no idea what the defender's thinking there. He's just kind of riding him all the way down the field.
And the defender is going to be number 30. 38. Couldn't see with the jersey rolled up. 38 is going to be Alex Pope out of Loganville, Georgia, listed as a redshirt freshman. But one of those fairly obvious calls, and obviously in a game like this, to who makes the fewest mistakes shall win the ball game, and that's just one of those mistakes, Kelly, I think we can label as avoidable.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a tough one to take. All right, here's Pete, and he's going to look for the sidelines here, and the catch is made at midfield by number 1, Arabia Bradford. First time we've called his name. Sorry, number 11?
11.
Gabe Adams, okay.
And over there is number 38 on the defense, Pope. We just called his name, but he is on an island for the viewing audience on the top of your screen. He's on an island, one-on-one coverage, and it looks like the Apache's taking advantage.
Yeah, they've looked that way twice now, and we'll see if they do it again. Looking downfield, got a step and can't make the play. Ball a little underthrown. If he gets that ball out in front of Trey Taylor a little more, you got a better chance of making that play. But the underthrown ball allows the defense to catch up. That was Stilton McKelvey on defense there on that incompletion, along with the safety.
A 35-yard try there from Pete. He's going to sail one down the field, and he's throwing it across the field as well. Didn't have enough on it. Falls incomplete.
Well, and as you said, the wind is picked up, and it is in their face right now. And now they're going to run the ball, and a nice tackle from behind and a lost helmet for the running back.
Laverian Logan, 5'11", 210 from Hobart, Indiana, on the run. Cost him his helmet, but he did pick up a handful of yards, leaving the Apaches at 3rd down and 1 to go.
Yeah, Tuliola tackling him.
4th down, excuse me.
From behind. And they're going here. This is a little bit dangerous unless they're going to try to get him to jump.
From the Bronco 48-yard line.
Plenty of time for the Broncos. They can get a stop here, and they're going to run a play. And it's going to be a keeper, and he's going to have it. Will Pete, and a little more as he goes down at about the 42-yard line. So gamble pays off as the Broncos will bring in 4 reserves. And
so it looks like an option play there on 4th down and 1. Pete is able to keep it, go to the left side, picking up enough for the first down and keeping the drive alive.
Yeah, nice decision. Now Pete's going to throw to the outside and too high for the intended receiver. Good coverage there by Pope that time. And that will stop the clock with 2:44 remaining here before halftime.
The intended receiver, number 88, Cody Brown, a tight end listed at 6'5", 240 from Pensacola, Florida. One of those rare FLs on the roster, Kelly, differing from the TXs.
Yeah, lots. Not many non-Texans on this roster. All right, it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 41. Pete in the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off to the backup quarterback / running back. That is number 10, Josh Thomas. But a nice play made by the Broncos, and that was Damon Mayberry getting in there and snuffing out that play. It's going to bring up 3rd and long, and the clock will run at this point.
Thomas going in motion left, then coming back right, then getting the snap going back left again. A lot of pre-snap movement there for Tyler.
Yeah, kind of a strange play there if that's the way it was drawn up. All right, so 3rd and long here. They're taking their time, letting some time go off the clock, and that's probably wise. I think that's okay in this situation because if you have to give it back, you don't want to give them too much time. Now they're going to snap it. Pete looking to his left. He's going to throw it to a receiver, and that's interesting.
Well, so he's out of bounds, so that is Pope, number 38, and so he's the defender, number 88 for the Apaches. Cody Brown from way up here looking across the field is who it appears to be. He's the intended receiver, and so that time we saw Pope essentially run Brown out of bounds. While he had him ran out of bounds, you could use the word tackled. He forcefully pushed him into the sticks on that side of the field, causing Brown to lose his balance, his feet, causing Pete's throw to be incomplete.
Yeah, that was just a strange play. All right, 4th and 11, and they're going. And nearly picked off by McKelvey, but it's going to be a turnover anyway. I mean, knocking that ball down is better than a pick unless you get a return. So the Broncos are going to have 1:45 in good field position here. I don't agree at all with going for it on 4th and 11 there, partner.
Number 11, Gabe Adams, the intended receiver there from Pete. But, Kelly, this just adds to the storyline that we've seen so far develop this quarter and late in the last quarter. The Bronco defense is coming alive, forcing interceptions, forcing Tyler's offense off the field. 1:45 here in the half. It's going to be enough time for this Bronco offense to aggressively score so they can.
All right, let's see what Muasau can do here. They're going to run it, which, unless you're going to call a timeout here, I'm not sure about that call. They're trying to get the play in quickly, and the Broncos to the line quickly. Just a 2-yard gain for Jones. And now the umpire gets the ball ready for play, and now a pass across the middle and a nice catch made by the big tight end. And he's injured.
That's number 87, Manuel Gomez. We've called his name plenty of times tonight. He's filling in for the injured Noah Armujo, who is the number 1 tight end for the Broncos. The tight end position is of extreme significance to this fast pace. It gives them an out in the seam that they can go to. And so now, without Armujo on the field, and now without Gomez on the field, although he is walking off under his own power, the tight end position remains in question for the Broncos.
Absolutely. There are other tight ends on the roster, but it is obviously thin at this point. It will be first down Broncos at the Tyler 40. And now they're going to roll Muasau out to the right. He's going to throw down the field. Nice play, but we might get a hold late here. And it could be a holding either way, actually, from where that flag was thrown. Let's see what they do.
The flag is coming in from behind and opposite the play. That time the play went right, and the flag comes in left behind.
All right, so
receiver downfield, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
So ineligible downfield is the call. That's a 5-yard penalty. It does stop the clock. However, it would have stopped anyway on the reception, which will now not count. It's going to bring up 1st and 15. Just under a minute left here before halftime. Broncos seemingly need another 10 to 15 yards to get into field goal range with the wind behind them. Here's Muasau. He's going to throw. Can't find anybody, and now he's in trouble, but gets away and is going to get maybe 2 yards, and it'll be timeout New Mexico Military. It should just be a 30-second timeout, but we will stay here until the half, barring some kind of injury timeout. So
on the sack there, number 6, Zion Fanua. He was responsible for tripping up Muasau, who, like you said, pumped left, looked like he was going to throw left, and then decides to take his opportunity up the middle, but unable to get very far thanks to the big claw of Fonua. Tripping him up by the shoestring is how it appeared to me.
Yeah, and he really good defense in the secondary for Tyler there, as they had everybody covered, nowhere for Muasau to go with the football. And he had to just kind of tuck and run, had to get away from people first, and then he had to try to make something out of it, avoid the sack. He did that, but again, only about 2 yards on the gain. But the timeout is called, and it looks like they did not have to take a timeout on the previous play for an injury. So when they had the tight end injured, so they still have 2 timeouts, I believe, if the scoreboard is correct. But we're ready for live action here as Muasau heads back to his normal shotgun position. 3 receivers out to the right. It looks like Gomez is back in the game, so he's okay. And we're ready to go here. 48.7 seconds left before halftime. They send Hall in motion and now send him back. Muasau going to throw out to Hall, and Hall will take it inside, and I don't like that decision either. He's got to take that ball to the sideline and stop the clock. That makes or forces Coach DeFalsau to use his second timeout. So he only got an extra 2 yards out of that by cutting it inside. He could have taken 1 yard and gone out, so I don't like the decision there.
Right, very questionable decision, but of course in the heat of the moment, who knows what's going through that young man's head. But like you mentioned, it would seem like in this scenario a fairly obvious considering I'm sure these young men have played football since nearly the time they could walk, with 38 seconds to go in the half, you catch the ball on the sideline, get out of bounds, especially when there's nowhere to go. I think what he thought he was going to do was get the first down. It looked like he saw a cutback lane in the middle of the field. However, as we saw, that cutback lane was not there, forcing Coach Kafuasau, try to say that 3 times, forcing Coach to burn another timeout here. So it's going to set up a 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, and really down in distance with 38 seconds left. Maybe a little less important, but they're probably just on the edge of field goal range here. So they need yardage here, whether it's the 6 for first down or to make the field goal attempt easier. Here's the Muasau, and he's going to get the completion down to the 20. There are flags thrown. I think they may get offensive interference, yeah. So that's going to be the 2nd offensive interference, and I think they've both been against Chris Harbin. Let's listen to the official.
Pass interference, number 83, offense, 15-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And what a terrible mistake there. And I don't know if that's what the coaches want them to try to do, a little pick, out there to get somebody open, but that takes you well out of field goal range. It takes time off the clock, and it makes the first down much more difficult. They're saying it's 4th down, but it's not. They will play 3rd down over. So 3rd and about 20, 21 maybe, back in Bronco territory at the 49. So you do have time for 2 plays here if you hurry. Clock is running, and they run the ball, and here's Jones picking up half of it, and last time out called, I think.
Yeah, here comes the final timeout.
Takes their first timeout of the half, 30 seconds in the lead. We can put 10 seconds on the clock.
So Tyler takes their first time out, I guess, hoping to get the ball back with less than 10 seconds. I think if I'm Tyler, I just let that one expire, but they're going to go ahead and use their first time out. And I assume that the punting team will come out here for the Broncos. Actually, you could
Take a shot, huh?
You could take a shot. You'd have probably less than 5 seconds, so you'd only be giving Tyler one play if you don't get it. So you could just kind of try to trade Hail Marys here if you wanted to, or you can punt it away, and that's what they're going to do.
For those of you just joining us, 4th down and 11, for the Broncos. Ball on the Apache 42-yard line.
So Newton Grain will be back to kick. Again, he's been pressed into duty as a punter. He is the kicker, but the punter has been injured since the second week of the season. Gets off a good one this time, although the angle is not great. See where they say it goes out of bounds. They're going to say the 15-yard line with 3 seconds left. So that's the prudent play to be sure. I mean, like you said, you could take a shot down the field, but you run the danger then of giving Tyler a chance at their own Hail Mary. So let's see what Tyler does here. I assume they will just
take a knee and be done, right?
Well, or maybe just a running play. You never know. I don't think they'll throw it, but we'll see. They've had some problems with the exchange from center to quarterback, so they are going to go under center here, and they will take a knee, as you said. And that will do it for the first half here from the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico. It is the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos 17 and the Tyler Junior College Apaches 10. We are going to take a break of about 4 minutes here, and then we'll be back for a recap of the second half. 3-minute break, sorry. We're going to take a 3-minute break here. So once again, for our listeners in Tyler, Texas on News Radio AM 600 KTBB, and of course, everybody watching on KSVPTV.com, we'll be right back in 3 minutes.
Why is your above-ground pool clear and beautiful, and mine is hard to deal with and never looks quite right?
I used to have that problem too, until I found Soft Swim from BioGuard at Mays Lumber Company. It's so easy and less expensive than chlorine. Plus, it stays cleaner longer and is not hard on your skin. Just talk to Mary Jane at Mays Lumber Company. She'll set you up.
Get the full line of BioGuard pool and spa care products and even get your water tested at Mays Lumber Company on South Virginia in Roswell.
You can count on Mays Lumber Company.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor, as he does everything to make
my yard look as beautiful as I possibly can.
But the Hubbards use their 1025R because
we really are trying to create this homestead.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Summer's coming, and you're going to want to hit the road for a little well-deserved vacation time. At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico. Kelly McDonald and Tim Fuller here bringing you Bronco football. And the Broncos with a pretty good first half as they lead Tyler Junior College 17-10. And I'm going to go over a first half recap for you here. Tyler got on the board first and very quickly with a 45-yard touchdown pass from Jaden Pete to Trey Taylor, and the Broncos looked to be in some early trouble, but Broncos were able to force a turnover and then get a 32-yard field goal from Joseph Newton-Grain in the first quarter. In the second quarter, it was Tyler again scoring first as Carson Green made a 25-yard field goal, but the Broncos strike back, forcing another turnover, which led to a Joel Jones 1-yard touchdown. The Broncos were able to finally get the Tyler offense off the field in a more traditional way with a punt, and then they were able to go down the field and score again as Joel Jones kind of took over on the ground for the Broncos as he engineered several long runs in the final scoring drive of the half for New Mexico Military, ending in another 1-yard touchdown run for Joel Jones. So the Broncos, who are facing off against a much higher ranked Tyler Junior College team, Tyler coming into the game at 3-1, and the Broncos coming in the game at 3-2, 2-1 in conference play. So a good start for Coach Tafau and his team here as they desperately need a win here at home against Tyler Junior College in order to become bowl eligible for the postseason. And a really nice job after the slow start for the defensive coaches and their strategy and game plan for this one, as they do force a couple of turnovers and capitalize on both, getting 10 of the 17 points off of those turnovers. All right, so we are going to take another 3-minute break, and when we come back, we will have stats from the first half here from the Wool Bowl. We want to thank our listeners for tuning in on Local News Radio AM 600 KTBB in Tyler, Texas, and everybody watching on KSVPTV.com for Bronco football. Beautiful day here in Southeast New Mexico. A great day for football, and we've got a good one going. We're going to take another quick break, 3 minutes, and we'll be back with stats from the first half. We'll be right back.
Do you know what the hardest part of dealing with a roofer is? Just trying to get them on the phone. Trustmark Roofing wants you to know you can always trust Trustmark Roofing to answer their phones. You need a free roof inspection? Just call 575-755-ROOF, and the phone will be answered by a live person, a real human being. Have a roofing project already going with them and need to discuss it? Just call 575-755-ROOF, and Trustmark Roofing will answer the phone. No answering machines, no voicemails, no weird robot automated attendant. That's because at Trustmark Roofing, they're all about relationships and treating people right. That's true for customers and vendors and insurance companies and employers, anyone and everyone who comes in contact with Trustmark Roofing. So if you have any roofing needs at all, trust Trustmark to treat you right and answer the phone. The number again, 575-755-ROOF, or find them online at trustmarkroofpros.com.
Of all the flowers in the world, pansies get a bad rap. Hi, this is Jim Gill with Roswell Seed Company. The name pansies sound delicate and weak, but in reality, pansies are bold and beautiful. When the frost has killed all the other flowers, pansies start blooming and they'll bloom all winter long, which is why you should come see us at Roswell Seed. We have a greenhouse full of colorful pansies ready to brighten up the coldest winter day. So come get your pansies, and remember, if someone calls you a pansy, take it as a compliment.
September is National Peripheral Artery Disease Awareness Month. Peripheral artery disease, also known as PAD, is a condition that impacts more than 8 million Americans. PAD is caused by the buildup of plaque in the arteries, which then reduces blood flow from the heart to the arms or legs. When undetected, PAD can lead to heart disease, stroke, or even amputation. The good news is that PAD is preventable and treatable. Learn more about the risk factors and symptoms at artesiageneral.com/PAD awareness.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of southeast New Mexico.
Even if you swing the golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla, you'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
Welcome back to the Wool Bowl. It is halftime. The Broncos leading Tyler 17-10. Just to take a few minutes to give you a few of those first half stats. Yards rushing tonight for the Broncos, 136 compared to 117 for Tyler. If you'll remember, we told you the Broncos only average approximately 90 rushing yards a game, 97 to be exact, so they have far surpassed that just in the first half alone. Passing attempts, 18 for Tyler, 17 for the Institute. Total offensive plays, 41-38, but where the Broncos are able to set themselves apart is in the total offensive yards. 266 total offensive yards tonight compared to 224 for the Apaches. One fumble for Tyler got lost. 4 penalties for Tyler. They've given up 40 yards off those penalties. The Broncos double that in the turnover department. In the penalty department. 8 penalties costing the Broncos 96 yards. Tyler's only had to punt once for 27 yards. Meanwhile, the Broncos quadruple them up, having had to punt 4 times. 2 kickoff returns. Let's see what else on the comprehensive official statistics sheet. Couple individual stats I'll take you through very quickly. Rushing, Logan Johnson having 36 on 4 attempts. Pete with 36 on 7 attempts. So Pete and Johnson having tied for the lead for the Apaches. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, Joel Jones, 17 attempts on 119 yards. 2 touchdowns for him. Muasau, 3 attempts, 14 yards. Andre Hall, 1 attempt in 3 yards. Passing for the Apaches, Pete, 15 attempts, 7 completions, so he's a little less than 50%. He's thrown 1 interception, 1 touchdown for 114 yards. Muasau, 17 attempts, 9 completions, and 133 yards. No touchdowns tonight for Muasau, his long of 25. It is 17-10 at halftime here at the Wool Bowl. You are listening to KSVPTV.com and local news radio AM 600 KTBB. Back with more after 3 minutes.
Hi, my name is Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote.
Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Southwest Printers is a third-generation printing company. From letterheads to business cards and all types of invitations, books, and magazines. Our dedicated staff care about your project and work to get it right the first time, every time. Southwest Printers' design team makes your art stand out above the rest. Our printing team will handle your project like it's the only one in the shop. Let us print your signs, banners, window lettering, event tickets, invitations, and much, much more. Remember, Southwest Printers. If you can think it, we can print it.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
Calici's is ready to bring you the coolest dessert in the desert. Desert Ice, a 100% fat-free and dairy-free premium fruit ice that's made daily. Whether in the desert on a cone, a cup, or as a mix-it, Desert Ice is the perfect treat to cool you down when things get hot. Available in fruitastic flavors like mango, strawberry, lemon, and orange. Try it alone, in a cone, or take it to the party zone and mix it in with any Calici's flavor. Turns out the desert can be a pretty cool place. Get to Calici's on North Main in Roswell. Roswell's newest spot to chill out.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl, where the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos lead the Tyler Junior College Apaches 17-10 here at the half. And it's been a good one here on what some people are saying is even a chilly afternoon in Roswell, New Mexico, if you can believe it. My partner here, Tim Fuller, Kelly McDonald here with you. What do you think, what should we expect here in the second half from both teams?
Well, I think offensively for the Broncos, you can expect more physicality. The way we saw Jones running the football, Joel Jones just up the middle, bouncing and running off of defenders and would-be tacklers. I think you can expect more of that. Meanwhile, for the Apache, I think they have to find some type of offensive rhythm. They had it on their first two drives, scoring points. Meanwhile, they've been turnover, punt since then. So I think the Apache are going to be looking for more offensive rhythm. The Broncos are going to be looking to continue to disrupt some of the defensive rhythm by continuing to play very, very physical.
All right, I agree with you on both counts there. I think the Broncos it is just a one-score lead, but I do think that they are going to lean into that running game because I think they found a little something there in the first half as Joel Jones is kind of channeling his inner Marshawn Lynch on some of those runs. And, you know, if they can get more of that from Jones in the first half, I believe that they can be successful, but they're going to have to continue to be either opportunistic on defense as they have been, or else they're going to have to just tighten up in general on defense if they're going to stop this Tyler team on offense, because they are going to be, you know, they're going to have their adjustments at halftime, and they are going to come out here with a game plan. And even though the Broncos are going to get the ball first, that first offensive possession for Tyler is going to be key to setting the tone here in the second half. All right, the clock says 3 minutes left. We will have a little bit more than that before the second half kickoff, but we will be taking another 3-minute break here to let you hear from some of our sponsors. So thanks for joining us. If you are in Tyler, Texas, listening on News Radio AM 600 KTBB, and of course to all our viewers on KSVPTV.com. Thanks for tuning in to Bronco Football. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Dion's is proud to be a part of the Roswell community and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by Dion's in their beautiful restaurant at 1350 South Main Street in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town. Or visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or for a super fast pickup. That's Dion's.com to see the full menu and order ahead. Thanks, Roswell, for letting Dion's celebrate the community they love. Dion's, where great food and good people meet.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Why is your above-ground pool clear and beautiful, and mine is hard to deal with and never looks quite right?
I used to have that problem too, until I found Soft Swim from BioGuard at Mays Lumber Company. It's so easy and less expensive than chlorine. Plus, it stays cleaner longer and is not hard on your skin. Just talk to Mary Jane at Mays Lumber Company. She'll set you up.
Get the full line of BioGuard pool and spa care products and even get your water tested at Mays Lumber Company on South Virginia in Roswell.
You can count on Mays Lumber Company.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor, as he does everything to make
my yard look as beautiful as I possibly can.
But the Hubbards use their 1025R because
we really are trying to create this homestead.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl, Roswell, New Mexico. For second half action here, the Broncos lead Tyler 17-10, and I guess I thought the Broncos were getting the ball, but I guess they're not.
They kicked off to start the game. That drive they went 3 and out. The next drive they went 3 and out. And then they finally got it together after that.
So Tyler will start with the ball. My apologies. And also we have been misidentifying. We had a bad roster or an inaccurate roster. The kicker for Tyler is number 28, Christian Baxter. So we will, apologies there. And we're going to get some kind of illegal block going on here. So this is going to be backed up. It's at the 26, but it's going to most likely go the other direction here. Let's see if the white hat, he's going to tell us.
Jaden Evans on the return there for the Apache. Gets the ball out to the 25-yard line, excuse me.
And here's the call.
The returner, personal foul, illegal blindside block, number 38, return team. Penalties after distance to the goal from the end of the run, first down.
All right, so that is essentially going to be a 12.5-yard penalty as the ball will be moved out between the 12 and 13-yard line. And so a quick first break going the Broncos' way here as Tyler will be backed up inside their 15 to start their first drive. Quarterback Jaden Pete with the spread formation to start things off. And he's going to hand the ball off. And good first down carry, about 6 yards, as they are going to have to try to get out from the shadow of their own goal post here.
That's Laverian Logan on the carry.
All right, here's Pete. This time he's going to keep it himself and nowhere to go really, but he makes a little something out of it, picks up 2. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short just across the 20-yard line.
There is an injured Bronco on the play, but there we saw Pete be able to spin off of a would-be tackler. It looks like Pete is running a design quarterback keeper all the way, faking going right, faking the power play with Logan going right, and then keeping the ball off the left edge. That's wherever he ran over the would-be tackler. Bronco down on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that's good conservative play calling and effective play calling by Tyler as they set themselves up for a 3rd and short to get this first down and kind of play a little bit of a field position game here. And that is the second time that we've had a injury timeout for Tuileloa.
I'm surprised you can read that number.
Yeah, he's had some troubles here out there. The big linebacker from Hawaii.
Number 17.
Yeah, he'll come off the field, and now 3rd and 1, and they go shotgun. Look for a keeper here as well. Hand it off instead, and it's going to be close. No, they're going to say first down. They're going to say he barely got it, so he needed 2, and he got 2.5. But they're going to say first down.
Laverian Logan on the off tackle play going to the left, excuse me.
All right, here's shotgun and a quick pass out to the left, and it's going to be a pretty good pickup on first down, a completion of 7 out to the 30-yard line to number 80, and that is Grant Peretz, freshman out of North Richland Hills, Texas. That's a Dallas suburb.
8-yard pickup on the play. Good for second down.
So here's Pete with a chance to take a shot here on this down and distance, and he will. He's going to look anyway, and now he will throw across the middle. Umpire's in the way. He gets out of the way. No injury there. Dangerous play for an official. Completion over to Laverian Logan for a first down out to the 40. And a good start here for Tyler offensively in this second half. All right, here is Pete. And another problem with the snap, and I tell you what, I think Logan maybe just took that ball away. That was fortunate not to be a fumble on that play.
Like you said, Logan just taking the ball, running forward. He's going to pick up 3. Seeing a very physical start here for the Apaches starting the second half.
All right, 2nd and 7. Here's Pete back to pass. Here comes the pass rush, and good coverage and good pressure by the Broncos there. Grant Peretz, he wanted interference, but I just saw good coverage.
Yeah, Pete got hit hard in the backfield that time by Dawson Chapman, a 6'2", 235-pound linebacker coming off of the left end. We saw him do a little spin play there, working on the left tackle, and he put a really big hit on Pete.
All right, 3rd down and 7. Big play here early in the second half. They're going to roll it out to the right, and it's intercepted. And that will be the 3rd turnover of the game for the Broncos, continuing to be opportunistic on defense. And that is number 14, Preston Seoli, with the pick. And boy, I'm not sure if Pete just didn't see him there, because he seemed to throw it right to him.
Penalty flag on the play on the far side.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block, number 17, intercepting team. 15-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. First down, Mimi.
And we're going to call Tuileloa's name again, unfortunately, as he gets the blindside block on the return, a return that was so short there was hardly time for a block, but he manages to get a unsportsmanlike penalty on it and take 15 yards of field position away from the Broncos. But they will maintain the turnover, and they will have the ball at their own 32-yard line. So that's 15 yards from the spot of the foul. So not only did he make an illegal block, he made it behind the would-be return man. So that's really a bad play there. But either way, the Broncos have the ball on the turnover, and here's Muasau. They're going to keep it on the ground with Jones, and a good first down run for Jones. They're going to give him 6 on first down out to the 38. And as you said right before halftime, partner, they want to keep the ball on the ground quite a bit here if they can.
Well, there's Jones just going straight forward, straight up the middle. The Apaches, if they want to win this game, they're going to have to be able to stop that play.
All right, Muasau from the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. He's going to look that way, but now he's going to tuck and run and pick up nearly enough for the first down. He's going to be about 1.5 yards short. They're going to spot him near the 40. They needed the 42. But it will bring down a very manageable 3rd and a short 2.
I will say good defense there by number 12, J.J. Okate, for the Apache. The linebacker was able to set, contain, meet Muasau in the hole.
And they let Jones have it, and I like the decision, and it works out for the Broncos. 3rd and 2, and Jones is going to pick up 4 for the first down. So with this 1-score lead, I don't think you change your offensive game plan too much. I like them going to Jones because they've had success there. But they just need to stick with the original game plan as Jones goes nowhere on first down this time. No gain. Back to the line of scrimmage.
And on the tackle there for the Apaches, number 6, Zion Fonua. We've called his name several times tonight. He's playing outside linebacker, coming off the edge after reading run there to make the play, meet Jones at the line of scrimmage.
All right, 2nd and 10, and here's the option for Muasau. He decides to keep it, delivers a little punishment himself, but it's just going to be 2 yards on the carry, bringing up a 3rd and long at the 46-yard line of the Broncos. So in danger of not being able to take advantage of the turnover here.
Jacob Robinson for the Apaches there on the tackle. A triple option play Muasau decides to keep. Brings the ball out to the right side, and like you mentioned, Kelly, he is punished a little bit himself. He took quite a lick there.
All right, they go tight formation this time. Muasau sends a man in motion. That is Jones. And pass over the middle. First down for the Broncos. That is number 83, Chris Harbin, who's had a interesting night, but a nice play there for the first down out to the 42 and quick to the line again. Screening the outside. This is Hall. Hall nearly breaks the tackle. He's going to pick up close to first down yard. He's going to be 1 yard short. 2nd and 1. And the Broncos once again trying to go quick. Tyler tries to get 1 sub on the field. They do, and they're going to run the ball with Jones again, and Jones pushing the pile ahead for the first down and more. He's going to wind up getting about 8 on that play. So the Broncos will have to wait for them to move the chains here. So they can't go as quick as they want to, as the chains are not set. But as soon as they are, the official will say, go ahead and go. Now we're ready. First down, Muasau wants the deep shot, but can't get any space down the field. That's excellent coverage by Tyler in the secondary on that play.
Harbin, the intended receiver. Like you mentioned, first down, Muasau's going to take a shot. He pumps left, stays looking left the entire time, eventually throwing left. There's Harbin. Not much over there really from the beginning. A double move by Harbin, but incomplete all the way.
No separation, just couldn't get it. Good defense by Tyler. And now Muasau is going to go 2 receivers left with a tight end and 1 receiver to the right with Jones back there with him. He's going to hand it to Jones. Jones has got some room up the middle. If he can, he's going to score. What a run by Jones, who has dominated this game offensively for the Broncos. Joel Jones with a 24-yard touchdown run. And he has scored the last 3 times in this game for either team. And Joel Jones, this has been his best game of the season. The Broncos take a 23-10 lead, and it will be Newton Grain back to try to make it a 14-point game. Kick is up. Kick is good. So New Mexico Military get on the board first, and yet another flag after the play. And boy, the officials are really trying to keep that extracurricular stuff to a minimum, but the players aren't.
Play unsportsmanlike conduct number 87, NMMI. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. That's his first of the game towards disqualification.
All right, another unsportsmanlike, this time on Manuel Gomez, the tight end who's had a pretty dang good game to this point, but a mistake there will cost the Broncos 15 yards on the kickoff. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back for more second half action from the Wool Bowl on News Radio AM 600, KTBB in Tyler, Texas, KSVPTV.com.
Summer's coming, and you're going to want to hit the road for a little well-deserved vacation time. At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
All right, welcome back to Wool Bowl. New Mexico Military Institute leads Tyler Junior College 24-10, and pretty much a must-win for the Broncos as they try to get bowl eligible here towards the end of the season, and they are playing extremely well here as they have held Tyler to 10 points after giving up a quick touchdown to start the game. They've outscored them 24-3 since then. But they're going to give them the ball with good field position here. After the unsportsmanlike penalty, this ball is fielded at the 30, and right up the middle is number 21. That's Logan Johnson, the running back, and he gets about a 10-yard return, so not too bad actually for coverage for the Broncos, considering they were kicking from their own 20-yard line.
And into the wind.
And into the wind, but it will be Tyler on the field. And now Tyler looking like they might be starting to feel the pressure here as they are down 2 touchdowns here, and we are about halfway through quarter number 3.
And if you're just joining us, Tyler comes in ranked number 6 in the nation. The Broncos coming in unranked, so this would be an upset. Granted, the Broncos pull it off.
All right, here's pressure and shot down the field, and they're going to say no penalty there. Pretty good coverage, even though the defensive back did not turn around to look for the ball. Jaden Pete taking a shot down the right sideline. That's the play they scored on to start the game. So they try it again, and I like the play call, but much better defense this time by the Broncos. Bringing up a 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jaden Pete from the shotgun takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff and throw out to the right, and going for the pick is the Broncos, but the catch is made, so the gamble does not pay off there. But again, that's the kind of defense the Broncos play. They're looking for those turnovers. They'll take those chances, and even on the big plays, they knocked the ball out for a fumble earlier.
Jaquan McGee on the reception for the Apache.
All right, here's Pete, and they're going to run the ball this time, just try to pick up the first down. It's going to be close. It looks like they've got it. So first down, Tyler at the 47-yard line of the Broncos. And the Broncos are going to rotate defensive linemen in, 3 for 3. And now players are off the field and they're ready to go. Pete from the shotgun fakes the handoff. He's going to look on the left side this time and didn't go for the pick, but pretty decent coverage and nice completion. Out of bounds at the 42, 40. Yeah, I think they're going to say the 42. So that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Gabe Adams on the reception for Tyler.
2nd down, 2nd down and 3. And here comes the rush, avoiding it momentarily is Pete. He's going to roll out to his right. He's taking that one himself. He's got the first down and out of bounds at the 35-yard line, so good decision by Pete there. knowing the down and distance, gets out of bounds, stops the clock. You're down 2 scores, so the clock is already a little bit of a factor.
Churchill Williams coming in off the right side like a heat-sinking missile, but he doesn't break down. He just runs straight around Pete. Pete's able to make a quick sidestep, get around him, pick up enough for the first down.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And that play won't happen because the receiver was counting on the snap being made before then, and he takes off upfield.
Ball start, number 5, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's going to be on Trey Taylor, one of the offensive stars for Tyler so far in the game, but he's going to back him up 5 yards here to the 40-yard line, bringing up a 1st and 15. So here's the opportunity for the Bronco defense to try to get him off the field, although this is kind of go-for-it territory. Here's Pete. They're going to run the ball. And good first down run, and still on his feet is number 21, Logan Johnson, and he's going to get nearly a first down on first down. It's going to be about 2 yards short, so it's going to be 2nd and 2 from the 28.
He makes 2 Broncos miss. He's just running straight up the middle. Looks like it's a counter play, going right and then coming back left. Like you said, made a couple Broncos miss, got in space, got behind the linebackers. Next thing you know, picks up about 13.
All right, 2nd and 2. Here's Pete. He's going to hand it. Oh, he's going to keep it, and he's got the first down, and he'll take a shot, but not before getting a nice gain on 2nd and short. It will be 1st down and 10 at the 18-yard line for Tyler. And Tyler needed this, and they needed it badly. They've got a good drive going here, but their problem since the first drive of the game has been finishing off drives.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Tyler's had a consistent ability to move the ball down the field. Of course, there's been a few exceptions in the many drives we've seen, but it's whenever they've gotten the ball around the red zone, around the 30-yard line, after having moved it a little bit, a turnover, something happens. So you're right, they got to finish here.
Yeah, this drive started at their own 12-yard line, so this has been a long, sustained drive for them. And they will keep it going here with a little completion out to the left side to number 80, Grant Peretz. And he is going to pick up about 6 to bring up 2nd and 4. Looks like it's going to be about the 13-yard line. 5 minutes and 2 seconds remains here in the third quarter. Broncos up 2 touchdowns, 24-10. But Tyler, Texas, and the Tyler Apaches are threatening here for sure. Here's Pete. He's going to roll out to his right under a little bit of pressure, looking for somebody. Now he's going to take it himself and pick up the first down.
Taking a shot there, but we saw number 14, Preston Scioli, coming off of the in there for the Broncos. We've said this before this drive, just losing contain. They come hard off the edge, which is great. Now we have an injured Apache on the far side. The Broncos do a great job coming hard off the edge, but the quarterback, Pete, for the Apaches, is able to just sidestep them very quickly and get around them. And so we haven't seen the Broncos coming off the edge, breaking down and keeping contained.
We do have an injured player on the field. It is a Tyler player that they're working on over there on the opposite side of the field. Broncos come into the game scoring 35 points a game on average, so they're right on pace actually for that. They would need 2 more scores to get to that average. They are allowing 27 points a game, so they're well under that or on pace to do better than average there. But if Tyler can finish off the drive here, we're right exactly in the ballpark as far as those averages go. So it's looking like it's going to come down to the fourth quarter for both these teams.
Well, it becomes a new ball game if Tyler scores here. It goes from a 2-touchdown game now to just a 1-touchdown game with a touchdown.
1st and 5 at the 5-yard line. They try the run up the middle. They're going to get 1 yard. Nice play in there by number 37. That is Nathan Wallen from Albuquerque, New Mexico, the freshman linebacker.
On the carry, number 21, Logan Johnson, running up the middle. Good for about a yard.
I don't see a field goal happening here. I think they will try to score the touchdown unless they lose quite a few yards. I really think that this is a 4-to-score situation. Second down and goal. They're going to throw this time, but off the mark is Pete as he lets it go quickly, looking for number 11, Gabe Adams.
Firing that one was number 10, Thomas, the backup quarterback. We've seen him before, which makes us, now that we are on this observation, makes us wonder where Pete was. Now, we had a down player.
It might have been Pete.
Was Pete that down player? We couldn't see from our vantage point in the press box, considering the player was on the far side of the field by the 10-yard line, where we're at about the 50.
Yeah, so that is Josh Thomas, the backup. He has been playing quite a bit of running back in this game. Oh, and then now a little reverse action and a good tackle made out in space.
Wakefield Oil Company.
Like number 6 making the maybe not.
Good luck from way up here.
Yeah,
those Institute jerseys that are black jerseys. It looks like number 2, McKelvey.
Okay.
They're on the tackle and on the run, number 11, Gabe Adams. But highlighting the all-familiar tune, the black jerseys with the gray numbering makes it very difficult to see, whereas of tonight, Tyler in white jerseys, black helmet, but black numbers, much easier to see.
All right, 4th and 2, and as I suspected, they're going to go for it with the backup quarterback, and he is not going to get there. He's going to be stopped at the 1-yard line, and the defense holds for New Mexico Military, so that's pretty big. That's huge, and we get some more extracurricular stuff as number 11 for Tyler is not even attempting to leave the field here. That's Gabe Adams. He's held back by Trey Taylor, and I don't think we're going to get a flag, which is unusual because we've had so many unsportsmanlike flags after the fact today. But, boy, what a stop for this defense. And now the task becomes, can you get a couple of first downs and get out from your own end zone here?
Well, it's what the Broncos are going to need, especially with some of the punting woes that we've seen. The Broncos are in a position to really put this game almost away or let Tyler right back in.
They are going to go from under center here, which, again, is kind of unusual for New Mexico Military. They do sometimes go under center, but probably just because they don't want to be standing in their own end zone, and as you can expect, a running play will get a few yards. Let's see. I guess they'll give them 3 out to the 4-yard line.
That's Jones just going to go right up the middle from under center. It's the old West Coast one-back formation. They're going to have 2 wings and 1 back, but now the Broncos are going to be changing their formation back to the shotgun.
Yeah, and that's where Muasau is probably a little more comfortable, despite the fact he's starting the play from his own goal line. Here's the snap. They're going to run it up the middle again, and a little more room for Jones this time will get him out to about the 8-yard line, so that makes it much more manageable. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3. They need the 11-yard line for the first down. Let's see how quick they go here.
It's almost like a little counter play there from Jones. He's going to start right, make a jump cut, and end up going left. I think that's by design. I think it's an intended counter play, and the jump cut is intended.
Muasau a little bit impatient getting the play in, even though there's plenty of time on the play clock. Let's see what happens here. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. He's going to throw and looking for it. Now he's going to scramble. And he's going to try to get it himself, and he will as he dives out past the 15-yard line for a first down. Good decision-making there by Muasau as he looked downfield, but the pressure came pretty quickly, and he just scrambled for that one.
Sigh of relief there for the Broncos. They pick up a first down, having started on their own 1.
Now Muasau's going up the middle, and he had a man open, but maybe his passing lane was obstructed. They're hard to tell from this angle, but it's going to go incomplete as he looks to find Manuel Gomez on the quick hitter in the slant.
And it's good to see Gomez back in the game, the tight end that had previously gone down. We know the tight end room for the Broncos tonight is thin, so it's nice to see Gomez back in the ballgame.
All right, 2nd and 10 here for the Broncos. They are on their own 16-yard line, and they'll go back to the run here with Jones and nowhere to go as that hole closes up quickly and might lose a yard, actually, and they will. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 11. So you got to think that the Broncos will go to the air here, but we've thought that before, and they've run the ball, so we'll see.
Yeah, the way Jones is running, but that highlights one of the woes of throwing on first down. You get an incompletion, and now you have essentially eliminated one of your most precious downs.
Right, so 3rd and 11, ball at the 15-yard line. There goes Jones in motion to the left, and Muasau will take a shot down the field. Man open, and it is going to be Andre Hall with the reception and the first down out at the 28-yard line. He needed 11, and he got 13, so nice play, nice execution. So 2 first downs here for New Mexico Military, and we'll see if they get a playoff before the quarter ends.
The Apache in a zone formation. The Broncos are not going to get a playoff here. Here they come. 3, 2, 1. It's the fourth quarter. Hall was, like we said, the receiver that made the play. The Apaches in a zone coverage. All that Hall was doing was finding the soft spot in the zone and sitting for Muasau to find it.
All right, so we're going to take a break here as we head to the fourth quarter. New Mexico Military 24 and Tyler 10. You're listening to Local News Radio AM 600, KTBB in Tyler, Texas, and you're watching KSVPTV.com. We'll be right back.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl. The New Mexico Military Institute Broncos lead the Tyler Junior College Apaches 24-10 as we head to the fourth quarter. The Broncos, after starting on their own 1-yard line at the goal line stand, have taken the ball out to the 27 where they have a 1st and 10. They've got twins out there to each side. They're going to hand the ball off. No, they're going to be a keeper by Muasau, and that's going to be a minimal gain, if anything.
Going nowhere that time.
Oh, he did hand it off.
That was Meyer, number 7, the first time we've called his name the backup quarterback for the Broncos. It is something to note. The Broncos are not going to be able, it doesn't look like, to maybe screen here the way the sun is setting in New Mexico. The Broncos, we know, like those quick screens. The receivers' faces now all in the way of the sun if they choose to screen right.
Muasau back in there, and he fumbles the ball and just tries to get on it and can't, and it will be Tyler Ball. So, boy, that didn't look like a bad snap at all. Hit him right in the hands, and Muasau just could not handle it. Tries to just go down on it. Smart thing to do. Doesn't try to scoop it and try to make something, but then he still can't control the ball, and Tyler gets on it. So that is a huge play in the game, biggest play of the game for Tyler, as they will now have the ball in the red zone right at the 20-yard line, and they're down 2 touchdowns, but they're in great position now to get halfway there if they can score on this drive. And, boy, what a bad break for New Mexico Military.
The Broncos had a chance to put them away with a long drive, take some time off the clock, and go up by 3 touchdowns, but instead, like you mentioned, Muasau, the ball hit his hands, and he goes down to get it and just somehow can't corral it. A very weird circumstance that hopefully does not prove too costly.
And there's a low snap for Tyler and a running play. And pretty well done by the Broncos, although they will get about 4 yards. Lavarian Logan on the carry. And, yeah, just a really a huge missed opportunity. And I kind of wonder, with Kieran Meyer coming in the game for 1 snap, if there maybe was an issue with Muasau, but I'll look on the sidelines and nobody working on it. He's just talking to the other quarterbacks. So here's a screen, and it's going to be hardly anything there, and there's going to be a late flag, which you got to think is going to be on the offense. I thought there was kind of a block in the back by one of the receivers there, but
Mekhi Rice taking that screen pass, coming off the field, holding his arm for the Broncos is number 14, Preston Seoli. But just a quick screen pass there from the Apache. Looks like it's going to be good for 2. The Apache in a position where they have to have a touchdown, down by 2 touchdowns here in the fourth quarter at the Wool Bowl. Here comes the penalty.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
So it will just be the garden variety holding call, but it will back them up 10 yards. Replay the downs. Going to bring up 2nd and 16. Well, they're going to say 2nd and about 14. It's 10 yards from the spot of the penalty. So Apache quarterback Pete looking to throw here. Pressure up the middle. He's going to take off. He's going to get hammered.
Leveled.
Yeah, hammered at the 15-yard line.
He's running. He stays up high. He gets hit high by number 43, Mayberry. Mayberry's able to deliver the hit first. It looked like there Thomas was leaving his feet.
We'll see who this is on. I got everybody moving there, but you got to think it's.
False start.
Yep, false start. So second penalty of this set of downs for Tyler as they're really struggling to take advantage of the situation here.
That's on Gabe Adams, the receiver on the top of your screen for the viewing audience. He's going to be on the very far side towards the Tyler sideline.
Yeah, just took off early. So it's 3rd and 10 now from the 20. So big down here for both teams. Comes the pressure by New Mexico Military, and now they're going to try to run for it again, and he's not going to get there as he's knocked out of bounds short. And that was Mayberry again, I believe. So decision time for Tyler. Will they go for it? They've been unsuccessful on a 4th down. They've been early in the game. They were unsuccessful on a 4th and goal at the 1. And now they're going for it 4th and almost 5.
Interesting note here, looks like they're going to set up to go for it 4 yards, though, so an offsides penalty by the Broncos would be enough for the first down. The wind is blowing in their face approximately 17 miles per hour.
They are going for it, though, and here's the little out. And did he make the catch?
He did. The intended receiver that time, number 11, Gabe Adams. He's on an island at the top of your screen. They're on the far side. It's 4th and 4 on the 14. It's good for 12 and a first down.
Wow, that was a big play for Tyler. And now they're going to get a negative play as the Broncos are all in the backfield and swallow up Laverian Logan for a loss. So what a strange drive this has been. They started their own 20. They somehow get through 3 penalties. Was it 2 or 3 penalties? And they go for it on 4th down. They convert, and now they're going backwards again. This drive that's only gone 15 yards has taken
more time than the Institute drive.
Yeah.
They went for 20 yards and started at their own 1.
Right. This has really been a strange drive. All right, here we have Pete from the shotgun. Same play. They're going to say incomplete, a little wrestling over there, but nothing illegal as 2 officials are right on top of it. It's going to be incomplete, and it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 6.
Well, as a reminder, the Broncos were able to get a goal line stand on the Apache, the last offensive drive the Apaches had. So how often, Kelly, do we see 2 goal line stands in one game? The Apache are going to have 2 more chances to punch the ball in, but I wanted to remind you, the Broncos did stop them once already on the end zone.
Well, right, and it was just the last time. And now they've got the backup quarterback in, but he's going to be in and scoring.
Penalty flag.
It's going to come back. I think it's going to be the 4th penalty of this extremely short distance drive, but long drive. It's taken forever. It's going to take over 4 minutes by the time it's said and done. Here's the call. Well, not quite yet. It's going to be on the offense, though.
Holding, number 13, offense. 10 yards from the spot foul. 3rd down.
So spot foul holding. So that's going to take it out probably around the 14-yard line. That is where they're going to set the ball, between the 14 and the 15. So that's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 14. So, again, this has just been kind of a crazy drive. We do have the backup quarterback, Thomas, still in the game now.
Well, Tyler has had their opportunities tonight. Last drive was one of them. This is another, and we've mentioned the penalties tonight just continuing to stack up.
All right, shotgun. Wide open as the receiver fell down, and he is able to get in the end zone for the touchdown for Tyler. So unfortunately, that strange drive ends that way with the D-back falling down and the receiver making the catch and able to punch it across.
That receiver, number 11, Gabe Adams, he's on an island at the top of your screen all alone. How many times have we said that? The Apache tonight are able to take advantage after the Bronco defender loses his feet.
All right, here's the kicker, Christian Baxter, number 28. Extra point is up, and it is good. So that makes the score New Mexico Military 24 and Tyler 17. A one-score game now with 11 minutes, 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter and in the game. We're going to take a break. Thanks for listening to News Radio AM 600 KTBB in Tyler, Texas, and for watching on KSVPTV.com. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
September is National Peripheral Artery Disease Awareness Month. Peripheral artery disease, also known as PAD, is a condition that impacts more than 8 million Americans. PAD is caused by the buildup of plaque in the arteries, which then reduces blood flow from the heart to the arms or legs. When undetected, PAD can lead to heart disease, stroke, or even amputation. The good news is that PAD is preventable and treatable. Learn more about the risk factors and symptoms at artesiageneral.com/PAD awareness.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl, Roswell, New Mexico, where the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos lead the Tyler Junior College Apaches 24-17. And now Tyler's kicking off. It's going to be a short kick and coming up to get it on the run. And just a short run back, but decent field position out near the 35. I couldn't really tell who came up to get that. Is that 32?
Yeah, it looks right. 32 is going to be Churchill Williams. He had to sprint up to catch that ball. It was already going to be a short kick as is, plus kicking into the wind for the Apaches. Just forced Williams up that quick, that much more quick.
Yeah, he did a good job just to catch the ball and stay on his feet and get a little something out of the return. And, of course, he's the leader on defense, showing up on special teams as well. So here's Muasau back in the game. Sends his receiver in motion. That is Hall. And now he's going to hand the ball off to Jones. I like the strategy, even though they only get 2 yards there. If they can get a sustained drive, score and take time off the clock is the goal at this point for the Broncos. And we have a cramp by a Tyler player there. So that will slow things up just a bit.
Can't see who that is yet. He's on the field. It looks like it could be number 6, Fanua, but I am guessing, just based on the very small glimpse of number that was glistening in the sunlight.
Well, it's not Fanua, because Fanua is standing right there at the 40.
That is Fanua. So it must, hopefully it's a single-digit number. Oh, yes, it is. 8.
All right.
9. Number 9. I'm sorry.
Right. That's Cam Curry, the defensive lineman from Odessa, Texas. And, again, it was for sure a cramp. He'll be all right, but he is going to come off the field.
How many single-digit numbers can I guess or yell in a 15-second
Well,
period?
they've got about 5 of them on the field at the same time. So, all right, it's going to be 2nd and 8 for Muasau. Going to fake the handoff, and he is going to get sacked for about a 2-yard loss, maybe a 1 yard. We'll call it a 1-yard loss. Going to bring up 3rd and 9.
That's Fanua coming off of the right side. Muasau having nowhere to go. It looks like that's a run-pass option for the Broncos. Muasau having the opportunity to give it, keep it himself, or throw it on the left side. But before he could make up his mind, Fanua was there to bring him down by the ankles.
All right, so 3rd and long as Hall goes in motion to the right. Muasau looks that way and throws. He's got Hall, and it's going to be a first down. Nice play, nice execution as Hall out of bounds at the 47 after the 12-yard gain. So that was a much-needed first down for the Broncos as they're out to the 48 with a new set of downs. Muasau looking to throw again, and he's got the big tight end. Out of bounds inside the 40. We'll see about the spot, the 46-yard line. So, we talked pregame that somebody's going to have to step up, especially from that tight end group, and Manuel Gomez has done just that. The Albuquerque native has had a great game and gets another first down for the Broncos here. They're a little slow moving the chains for some reason.
There's going to be a chain issue. The chain is broken. Interesting to note, Kelly, these same chains, I can only assume they're the same chains. They were used we are here for those listening around the country and around the world. We're at the Wool Bowl, which is a complex in Roswell that is shared by freshman football all the way up here to the junior college football for the communities. Kelly, those are the same chains the Roswell freshman team were using on Thursday. They had a similar issue where the chains would just break off the clip there on the bottom, and it's hard to move chains when they don't clip. Obviously, I think the solution would be you'd kind of have to, I don't want to say guess, but if the ball's, say, on the 47, then, you send the other guy just down to kind of count off 10 yards, kind of do it the old-fashioned way, but how much more old-fashioned can you get than a clip?
Right. No, but, that just needs to be fixed, and obviously it wasn't fixed well enough from the previous incident. But
duct tape and baling wire.
Well,
it only gets you so much, though.
Looks like they have the issue resolved, and the offense, after taking advantage of the delay there to huddle up, Coach DeFalsau never going to miss an opportunity to gain a little advantage there. And here we go. You got the tight end heavy on the right along with the running back. Muasau is going to go that way with the screen, but the pass is off the mark. And Muasau's had several passes off the mark. He hasn't been as sharp as I've seen him in previous games.
He's just throwing up the line for some reason, and at first I tried to pass it off on the wind, and you wouldn't let that go.
No.
So there is, you're right, something tonight with Kobe. He's throwing, it's these throws kind of down the line of scrimmage that are just getting away from.
Right, his throws north-south up the field have been pretty good. All right, here's Jones with a decent run, but that's going to come back on some kind of holding penalty on the Broncos.
2 penalty flags coming in.
Holding, number 52, offense. 10-yard penalty, second down.
All right, so a holding penalty will make it second down and about 19.
Dominic Maivai from Pago, American Samoa.
Now, I'll tell you, this could be a blessing in disguise because of the clock situation, but only if they can pick up the first down, and that's going to be tough. It's 2nd and 19. Here's Muasau. He's going to get about half of it back on that play as he throws a little pass over to Jones, and Jones out of bounds a little more than half he's going to get. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 6, so definitely a good play on 2nd and 19.
But the Broncos are moving so quickly that you'd have to run 100 plays at their rate to wind the clock.
Right. Muasau running for his life again, but he's loose, and now he's going to have a first down yardage as he goes to the turf at about the 22-yard line, and that will move the fragile chains over there. But big first down and a good job for Muasau scrambling for the first down. 8:20 remains in the game and a single touchdown lead. Now Muasau going to take a shot, but it's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the
some delay on the play. There's a penalty on the far side. That's what the delay is for.
So the play on the field is a touchback. The official down there called touchdown, even though it was intercepted.
5-yard penalty, first down.
But it's going to be, I didn't hear what he said.
Some kind of
offside?
No, in interference. The I word slipped my brain for a moment. Interference They announced first down, though, but you're right. That was a huge play. Number 3, Mike Ray, the defensive back out of Houston, Texas, on an island on the close side to us. The intended receiver, number 83, Harbin, and the pass got away from Muasau. Interception, but a penalty reverses it.
All right, so 1st and 10 at the 17, and Jones with nowhere to go. Won't make the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Yeah, I just wonder, I don't see how that can be an interference penalty because they only said 5 yards. But
Ziggy Loa on the tackle for Tyler.
All right, it's going to bring up 2nd and 5. And this will be a first down to the big tight end. And he's still on his feet, and they're going to try to push him over. He's going to get all the way down to about the 3. And that is Manuel Gomez. And I tell you what, the combination of Manuel Gomez catching the ball, Joel Jones running the ball, has really been effective for the Broncos this afternoon.
Very difficult to defend.
All right, here's Jones. He's going to try to get it on the ground, but he's only going to pick up maybe 1. It'll depend on the spot. And this is fine. They're content to have the clock run because if they can punch it in, it's a 2-touchdown lead, and we're going to be under 7 minutes after this play. Muasau from the shotgun, everybody in tight. He's going to keep it, cuts it inside, and he's going to walk into the end zone for the touchdown. Kobe Muasau from 2 yards out makes the score 30-17 in favor of the New Mexico Military with the extra point to come. What a great drive by the Broncos there.
Yeah, you're right. They just march the ball down the field. They get the much-needed offensive momentum, and we were concerned some of the penalties, some of the setbacks, some of the long yardage to go. We were concerned how that might affect them, but it seemed like this offense overcoming adversity. Newton Grain's PAT attempt is up and good. So 31-17, 6 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. You want to send us out or you want me to?
You go ahead, partner.
Thank you so much for listening on KSVPTV.com, listening and watching, and to our friends at 600 KTBB in Tyler Newsroom AM. We're back in 30 seconds.
Calicci's is ready to bring you the coolest dessert in the desert. Desert Ice, a 100% fat-free and dairy-free premium fruit ice that's made daily. Whether in the desert on a cone, a cup, or as a mix-it, Desert Ice is the perfect treat to cool you down when things get hot. Available in fruitastic flavors like mango, strawberry, lemon, and orange. Try it alone, in a cone, or take it to the party zone and mix it in with any Calicci's flavor. Turns out the desert can be a pretty cool place. Get to Calicci's on North Main in Roswell. Roswell's newest spot to chill out.
All right, we are back. We're at the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico as shadows start to enter the field now. There's 6:52 left in the ball game. New Mexico Military leads Tyler Junior College 31-17. The Broncos with an impressive fourth quarter drive here to take the 2-touchdown lead. And now Tyler running out of time as they will receive the kickoff here. Newton Grain. Looks like he's going to get one out of the end zone again, and he does. That's his at least the 3rd touchback, and we may get an unsportsmanlike on Tyler here.
I would assume, based on where this penalty came down, it's going to be on number 38, Darian White, on the Apaches, but we're going to have to listen in here.
Yeah, little discussion between the back judge and the white hat. White hat is the referee in charge. Here's the call.
There is no foul on the play. The result of the play is a touchback. First down.
All right, so they pick it up, and actually I'm okay with that because there's been too many unsportsmanlike penalties in this game, so I didn't want to see another one. Tyler will have the ball at their own 25, but they're down 2 touchdowns with 6:52 remaining in the game. They're going to have to score quickly here in hopes to get the ball back. The quarterback, I think they have gone back to Jaden Pete. Nope. And they're going to take a deep shot and a little separation, but can't catch up to the football. The quarterback is not Pete. It is
Thomas.
Yeah, Josh Thomas, who has been in. So we're assuming that Pete was that injured player earlier in the game because they've gone with Thomas since then, I think. So I said Pete a couple of times, I think, on the last drive, but it has been Thomas in the game since then. So after taking the shot, it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 25. Thomas in the shotgun, and he's going to look for a short pass this time, complete. And running down the sideline, making a man miss, is number 22, Mekhi Rice, number 2, Mekhi Rice, wide receiver from Waco, Texas. Little guy, 5'8", 155, but does a good job there. It's a first down at the 41-yard line. And Tyler on the move. They appeared to jump there, but no flag. And there is a completion of about 4 yards to the sideline.
Number 80, Grant Parrots, is going to be the targeted receiver responsible for the reception and the 4 yards.
All right, clock moving inside of 6 minutes now. Shotgun, looking downfield and now taking off. And a lot of room. He's got out of bounds at the 30, so nice job by Josh Thomas, the backup quarterback. And both teams wanting to sub here.
There's a penalty flag on the far side. Number 84, the Apache Parrots, pleading his case. I think it's going to be a holding or a block in the back.
Holding, number 80, offense. 10 yards for the start of foul, 2nd down.
So it should still be good enough for a first down there. We saw Thomas had to get to the 49-yard line, and the penalty was committed around the 42.
Well, because of the spot, it's still going to be.
Back him up, though.
It'll be second down and about 5 here.
All right, so it doesn't reset even though he picked up the first down.
Right.
Interesting.
The result of the play is not enough yardage, so it will bring up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line, and Johnson will remain in the shotgun, and they'll probably be passing from here on out. He's looking down the field, nearly intercepted, but then caught by number 5, Trey Taylor, and that will be enough for the first down. He got about 7, needed 5.
On the defense there for the Broncos was Johnny Fano out of Pago, I don't want to say
American Samoa.
Samoa. I was going to say Somalia, and that's completely opposite side of the earth.
That is exactly right. All right, 1st and 10
Samoa.
At the 46-yard line. Johnson from the shotgun, 2 receivers each way, and a back there with him. He's going to throw in the middle and a drop at the 37 by number 14. That's Jaquan McGee. Good-looking target for McGee. 6'4", 205 out of Austin, Texas.
Yeah, McGee's just going to go up and turn around, kind of a little curl, going to find the soft spot in the zone for the Broncos, and the ball just slips his hands. No sun, no wind, no elements there, no really defender footsteps around. That's just good old-fashioned drop.
Yeah, just a drop. All right, it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Shotgun and the snap. They're going to look left side this time. Here comes the pressure and the shoestring tackle made by number 62, I believe. Could have been the other guy, but I think that was made by Mahoney.
Also in on the tackle, number 38, Alex Pope. He's been a huge carrier of the defense as Pope. He's continuing to bring the pressure. Thomas has not had time to stop and set his feet and throw, and that's why they're in a 3rd and 15.
Yeah, and time definitely a problem now for Tyler. 4.5 minutes remain in the game, and now a 3rd and 15. Of course, they would go for it here. Rolling out is Johnson, and he's going to get nearly sacked, stays on his feet. He's going to pick up some of the yardage he needs, about half of it's going to bring up 4th and about 7.
Yeah, they're on the chase, on the pursuit for the Broncos is Pope. We just called his name, but Thomas able to do kind of a high kick and get away from him.
Little high step there.
Very athletic move there for Thomas, and picks up half of what they needed. So it's still 4th down and 7, 4 minutes to play. 2 touchdowns separate the two teams.
Yeah, we'll be inside of 4 minutes by the time they snap it.
Broncos standing up everybody.
And there's the pressure. No flags. Looking downfield, and what will the call be?
It is
They're going to say incomplete, and that's going to be turnover on downs.
The intended receiver, Mekhi Rice, on the left side. It's going to be a little comeback route there. Thomas rolling left, although that was never the intention. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. The Broncos stand everybody but one up. They bring some pressure. They force Thomas out to his left. Rice, the intended receiver, goes up about 15 yards, comes back, but the throw from Thomas is going to be underthrown. All that to say, 3 minutes and 50 seconds left, 2 touchdowns separating the two teams. Now the Broncos are in a comfortable position where they can choose to run the clock out.
Yeah, and you'll just see running plays here. They'll take their chances with running the football. Despite the fact that Tyler's going to be ready for it, they are not going to risk an interception or mishandled snap or pitch. They're just going to run the ball to Jones, and good first down carry for Jones. Going to have 4 yards, and are they going to get a timeout from Tyler? It looks like they are.
Tyler takes their first timeout of the half.
It will be their first, and we'll take a timeout too. Thanks for tuning in to Bronco Football, and thanks to our guests on News Radio AM 600 KTBB in Tyler, Texas, and our usual followers on KSVPTV.com. We're going to take 30 seconds and be right back.
Dion's is proud to be a part of the Roswell community and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by Dion's in their beautiful restaurant at 1350 South Main Street in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town. Or visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or for a super fast pickup. That's Dion's.com to see the full menu and order ahead. Thanks, Roswell, for letting Dion's celebrate the community they love. Dion's, where great food and good people meet.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico. New Mexico Military Institute with a 2-touchdown lead with 3:42 left. Facing a 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground with Jones. He will pick up another 2 and bring up a 3rd and 3 at midfield. Broncos might be a first down away from ending this ball game. There's no timeout called here. Tyler does have 2 timeouts left, so the Broncos will let the play clock run down and hope to pick up the first down.
Well, about 3.5. The Broncos are going to need a first down here, and then they'll likely need another one. You can need it if you get it under 2. So they're about 4 or 5 plays. Common Core math predicament there on the spot.
First down pretty much wins it. And Muasau going to roll out and then throw. That's a pretty gutsy call. And it's the big tight end carrying bodies all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's Manuel Gomez. And Manuel Gomez, if he's not the player of the game, is the co-player of the game with Joel Jones, in my opinion. That's a huge first down. We're inside of 3 minutes, 2:40 and ticking. So we'll get 3 more running plays. We'll see if Tyler uses their timeouts. I think there's a chance they won't.
Well, why? I mean, you think about it, you're down 2 touchdowns, 2.5 minutes left to play. The Broncos are driving.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you sure don't now after you've already run the play clock down into the single digits. But if this is a negative play, you might see them use their second timeout, but probably not. Here's the run as expected, and Jones picking up. It's not Jones. It's number 16, Zahir Favors, and he will pick up 3. And no timeout called, so that will pretty much do it. 32 on the play clock, inside of 2 minutes. This is a situation where if they don't get the first down, they may just keep running the ball and just turn it over on downs. But
you should be able to knee it out. It's going to take 3 knees when you're inside 2 minutes. They're not going to knee it, but you get what I'm saying, run it out. I don't think they need a first down.
With the timeout situation, that's always a wild card in there, but we'll see what happens. They're going to run the play clock inside of 5, as they should. Muasau will hand the ball off again, and Favors is going to be close to first down yardage. And hugs from the lineman, and it looks like it'll depend on the spot. Did they call it?
That's what the FAR official said. There we go.
All right, so I don't get that. But Tyler's going to call their second timeout. Let's just stay here. The ball is on the 22-yard line, and that's, I guess, why. It's because it's short there, but it's just 3rd and 1. And
minute 22 left in the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, if it was one score, I could kind of see this, but it's 2 scores now. I think you're just delaying the inevitable, but
that's right. Now, Kelly, we talked so much about the Broncos being able to stay physical on offense in the second half, and they did that. They went into halftime, and they have significantly outscored Tyler. They only gave up 3 points on defense this entire second half. They scored 14 points, so a big outscoring there of Tyler. Yeah, all right, I'm checking my math. 31 minus 17 is 14. Okay. I'm sorry, Tyler didn't score 7 points this half. They didn't score 3, they scored 7. It's going into halftime, the score was 17-10. But we wondered, how would the Broncos be able to respond with the number 6 team on the field? And they didn't get carried away. It shows the team is well coached. They came out, they dominated the second half, and they deserve to win this game.
Oh, absolutely. It's a gutty performance by the unranked Broncos as they do the old tush push there and pick up the first down.
You're dating yourself with the tush push. I've been around football a lot of years, never heard it called that.
Tush push is famous right now, my friend. The Philadelphia Eagles are doing that right now.
Just
so
quarterback keeper, right?
Yeah, you get pushed by the running backs for the short yardage situation. So
I like it.
Yeah, that's a new one, not an old one.
Is it?
I mean, I often date myself, but I didn't right there. I'm showing how hip and with the times I am.
Look at you, man. That's got to excuse a few gray hairs. That reference right there.
All right, so inside of 50 seconds now. And I think you snapped that a little bit too soon, but
they'll need to snap it one more time.
Yeah, they could have waited and got it under the 45 seconds.
Well, and it looks like
40 seconds, and now they're just going to delay the play clock?
Yeah, there was a play clock issue there. The play clock didn't start until late, but now there's 25 seconds on the play clock, 17 on the game clock. The Broncos don't need to snap this.
All right, so that is going to be the final score, 31-17, as the final seconds tick away. And what a nice win for the Broncos here on a even cool early evening, late afternoon in Roswell, New Mexico. But the Broncos keep their postseason hopes alive and get one step closer to being bowl eligible for the season. They defeat Tyler 31-17. We're going to take a break for about 3 minutes. And when we come back, we'll have more analysis, some stats, a recap, and lots of good stuff here from the Wool Bowl. Thanks for tuning in. Our friends at News Radio AM 600 KTBB, Tyler, Texas, and KSVPTV.com. Back in 3 minutes.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Why is your above ground pool clear and beautiful, and mine is hard to deal with and never looks quite right?
I used to have that problem too, until I found Soft Swim from BioGuard at Mays Lumber Company. It's so easy and less expensive than chlorine. Plus, it stays cleaner longer and is not hard on your skin. Just talk to Mary Jane at Mays Lumber Company. She'll set you up.
Get the full line of BioGuard pool and spa care products that even get your water tested at Mays Lumber Company on South Virginia in Roswell.
You can count on Mays Lumber Company.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday, to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to smart home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor, as he does everything to make
my yard look as beautiful as I possibly can.
But the Hubbards use their 1025R because
we really are trying to create this homestead.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Summer's coming, and you're going to want to hit the road for a little well-deserved vacation time. At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details, 2nd and Sycamore, and 1309 Southeast Main.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico, where New Mexico Military Institute has defeated Tyler Junior College. I keep saying Tyler, Texas, but it is Tyler Junior College by a score of 31-17. Going to give a quick game recap here for you. Tyler came out hot. They score almost immediately in the game. They get a 3-and-out and then throw a touchdown pass from Jaden Pete to Trey Taylor for 45 yards. And it looked like they might, between that and their defense, like they might dominate the football game, but Mexico Military comes back with a 32-yard field goal from Joseph Newton-Grain before the first quarter was over. Tyler came back with the field goal of their own from Christian Baxter, 25-yard field goal, but 2 touchdowns late in the second half, or second quarter, I should say, both of them on 1-yard runs from Joel Jones, gave the Broncos the lead at halftime. Tyler scored first in the third quarter to make it close, but 2 touchdowns by the Broncos after that were unanswered, as Joel Jones had a 24-yard run and Kobe Muasau punched one in from 2 yards out to get to that final 31-17 score. The Broncos, desperately needing this win if they have any hopes of playing in the postseason, get a real good victory and an upset over number 6 Tyler Junior College. So the Broncos will be looking to regain a spot in the top 15 in the nation, and once again helping their chances at postseason play. All right, we're going to take another 3-minute break here, and when we come back, we will have my partner Tim Fuller with stats for the game. Thanks for tuning in. Local news radio, AM 600, KTBB in Tyler, Texas, and KSVPTV.com. Back in 3 minutes.
Check it out. Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Southwest Printers is a third-generation printing company. From letterheads to business cards and all types of invitations, books, and magazines. Our dedicated staff care about your project and work to get it right the first time, every time. Southwest Printers' design team makes your art stand out above the rest. Our printing team will handle your project like it's the only one in the shop. Let us print your signs, banners, window lettering, event tickets, invitations, and much, much more. Remember, Southwest Printers. If you can think it, we can print it.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
Of all the flowers in the world, pansies get a bad rap. Hi, this is Jim Gill with Roswell Seed Company. The name pansies sound delicate and weak. But in reality, pansies are bold and beautiful. When the frost has killed all the other flowers, pansies start blooming and they'll bloom all winter long, which is why you should come see us at Roswell Seed. We have a greenhouse full of colorful pansies ready to brighten up the coldest winter day. So come get your pansies, and remember, if someone calls you a pansy, take it as a compliment.
September is National Peripheral Artery Disease Awareness Month. Peripheral artery disease, also known as PAD, is a condition that impacts more than 8 million Americans. PAD is caused by the buildup of plaque in the arteries, which then reduces blood flow from the heart to the arms or legs. When undetected, PAD can lead to heart disease, stroke, or even amputation. The good news is that PAD is preventable and treatable. Learn more about the risk factors and symptoms at artesiageneral.com/PAD awareness.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Even if you swing the golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla, you'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
And welcome back to Bronco football from the Wool Bowl. The Broncos tonight coming out victorious over the Tyler Apaches 31-17. Here's a quick look at a few stats. Offensive plays, Tyler with 4 more offensive plays, 78-74 over the Broncos. But the Broncos picking up more net yards at 461 compared to Tyler's 413. That makes an average of 6 yards per play for the Broncos. Meanwhile, an average of 4 for the Apaches. 1 fumble apiece per team, 11 penalties apiece per team. 98 yards is what those penalties cost the Apaches compared to 136 for the Broncos. Average yards per punt, very interesting. We talk about the special teams' importance tonight. 27 yards to 27 yards. So the team's extremely evenly matched. Third down conversions tonight for the Apaches, really going to be a storyline. 5 of 15. Only 33% struggling to move the ball on third down. Meanwhile, the Broncos doubling them up, 10 of 15, being able to go for 67%. Meanwhile, fourth down, the Broncos didn't have any fourth down attempts or conversions. Meanwhile, on fourth down, the Apaches 2 of 5, so 40% there on fourth down. Individual statistics rushing, Josh Thomas is going to be the, Yes, I'll read that correctly. Josh Thomas is going to be the individual rushing leader for the Apache. He has 70 yards on 11 attempts. Meanwhile, Joel Jones leading rushing for the Broncos, 177 yards on 29 attempts. Muasau coming in second at 42. Receiving for the Broncos, Andre Hall, the leading receiver tonight for the Broncos at 96. Receiving tonight for the Apache, Gabe Adams, 6 receptions for 63 yards. And the all-purpose yards, the last one that I'll get to. The all-purpose yards, Joel Jones having 174 all-purpose yards for the Broncos. Meanwhile, Gabe Adams, 63 all-purpose yards. That is going to take the cake. With that, there's individual stats. There are a few high notes of the team stats, individual stats. The final score from the Wool Bowl, 31 for the Broncos, 17 for the Apaches of Tyler College, Junior College. So we're going to wrap up after this. A 3-minute break on KSVPTV.com and News Radio AM 600 KIBB.
Calici's is ready to bring you the coolest dessert in the desert. Desert Ice, a 100% fat-free and dairy-free premium fruit ice that's made daily. Whether in the desert on a cone, a cup, or as a mix-it, Desert Ice is the perfect treat to cool you down when things get hot. Available in fruitastic flavors like mango, strawberry, lemon, and orange. Try it alone, in a cone, or take it to the party zone and mix it in with any Calici's flavor. Turns out the desert can be a pretty cool place. Get to Calici's on North Main in Roswell. Roswell's newest spot to chill out.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Dion's is proud to be a part of the Roswell community and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by Dion's in their beautiful restaurant at 1350 South Main Street in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town. Or visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or for a super fast pickup. That's Dion's.com to see the full menu and order ahead. Thanks, Roswell, for letting Dion's celebrate the community they love. Dion's, where great food and good people meet.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced state-of-the-art dentistry.
Why is your above ground pool clear and beautiful, and mine is hard to deal with and never looks quite right?
I used to have that problem too, until I found Soft Swim from BioGuard at Mays Lumber Company. It's so easy and less expensive than chlorine. Plus, it stays cleaner longer and is not hard on your skin. Just talk to Mary Jane at Mays Lumber Company. She'll set you up.
Get the full line of BioGuard pool and spa care products that even get your water tested at Mays Lumber Company on South Virginia in Roswell.
You can count on Mays Lumber Company.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl. Broncos defeat Tyler 31-17. Had a great football game here today, and we want to thank everybody for tuning in, our friends in Tyler, Texas. And I've said it so many times that I should not have to look at my KTBB News Radio 600 in Tyler, Texas, and of course KSVPTV.com. I want to thank our production crew. We got Jack and Paul and Tanner Todd producing here in the booth, and we had a great broadcast, and we appreciate you listening. Next week, the Broncos will be on ESPN Plus versus Cisco College at home. That will be a 3 p.m. start, so you'll need to get your subscription ready to catch the Broncos next week. Not sure who the announcers will be. Could be myself and normal partner Art Sandoval. It could be they might bring in the ringers, but we'll see. Either way, thanks for tuning in. Great football game. Once again, the Broncos win it 31-17 over Tyler Junior College. That's all for us here. KSVPTV.com. Have a great day.